We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez,
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes,
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman,
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris,
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
and our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is going on, everybody? After a little bit of debate, I can confidently tell you that this is episode number 676 of the Panels on Pages podcast. And also, Tuesday, January 14th, I got my order all fucked up. We're off to a great start, but frankly, it's been a little while. I'm a little bit rusty. I'm going to blame it on that. It's my holiday fat that's the problem, right? The holiday weight that makes you not be able to read good and say things. At any rate, yeah. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
I hope I remember how to work this thing.
Jose Guzman.
No, Jose's not here.
I know, that was the point.
Oh, okay.
New year, same problem. You know what I mean?
He might be here, though.
Billy
He's
Harris is
trying.
here.
He's
What's up,
trying.
Billy? He could. He's trying his damnedest to be here, everybody.
I had to whack instead of... Because I don't remember how anything works on Discord.
Neither does Jose, apparently.
Well, I mean, in Jose's defense, he probably left Discord off for like 10 or 12 minutes, so it had 7,000 updates to do next time he logged in. So, it's a little bit.
Well, and he's on his 30th account.
Yeah.
Yeah, when talking about possibly getting off Facebook Messenger, and I'm suggesting moving to Discord, and just my only pause is I'm not going to be able to get Jose to download the Discord app on mobile or remember his fucking password, so.
Seriously.
It's all the same. It's all the same thing. Been a lot going on since we last spoke. Everybody's had shit happening. The holidays came and went.
Did you intro Mahoney?
Oh my God, and Mahoney. See, it's all fucked up.
And I'm here. And I'm here.
Wow.
Lee just forgot about me.
I
You
just
forgot
forgot. Don't worry,
Mahoney.
I'll write a new verse, and I'll be sure to fence
I'm
you
not,
with
even,
Kelly's
I'm not
intro.
even in the rap, I guess.
Write a
Jeez.
verse about Mahoney shitting his pants.
Under a bed.
But hey, Mahoney's here. Happy New Year, Mahoney. Sorry, I forgot you.
Poop my pants. It's a pretty bad day.
Hey, no matter how janky this actual show is, the pre-show was hype, y'all, so you should have been listening in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should listen to that. Sign up for our Patreon.
Yeah, fucking A. Oh, so, yeah, Christmas was good. I got a fancy new camera, which is pretty awesome. I haven't had a real camera since I was graduated college. Last time I bought a real camera, so that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
So, up my fucking toy picture game, which is pretty fun.
Production quality.
Not for nothing. I think it looks much better. I think it took it up a level, so it's pretty cool.
Well, and you were struggling because you weren't getting the shots you wanted based on just the phone camera. So
it was just limited. Yeah, I just couldn't
opening
do what I
so
wanted
much
to do.
more creativity for you.
Yeah, and like this is my shit, right? So I know how all this stuff works. So I not only did I know I wasn't getting what I wanted, but I knew what I had to have to get what I wanted. Mm-hmm. That made it way worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if I could do this, then I could know that it would look like this or whatever. But it's fucking cool just how, I mean, Nice, is how far the technology and all these digital cameras and shit comes relatively quickly. Like the last time I had a new one, like you could, as a regular ass camera, so you could do everything you could do with a camera, but you still had to wait, effectively for the exposure to see what it looked like. Now every minute setting you change, you see previewed real time in the viewfinder. It's just pretty fucking cool. And now you can like, in a couple of clicks, you can upload it directly to your, cloud account or sync it to your phone or whatever. It's wild as hell. Not just swapping
Post it
cards
to the
around and shit
gram.
anymore. It's very cool. What is kind of funny though is it has a traditional viewfinder as well. A look you through the hole kind of thing. But there's no mirrors anymore, right? So it's just a smaller screen inside the camera body.
Oh my
that
God.
when you put the camera to your face, it knows to turn off the big screen and turn on the little screen in the eye hole.
Oh,
Okay. But pretty cool. I bought an adapter that works with all my old lenses and shit. So I got all kinds of new toys, messing with my old toys to take pictures of my newer toys. The whole thing. Toys is cool, you guys. Toys is real good.
Toys is cool.
We'll talk a lot more about toys in a little bit. Yay. Let's see what else. We had a very chill, quiet New Year. Small group. No, it was so nice and quiet. There was a competing event in town, and a lot of people opted to go to that, and I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I'll be at the house chilling quietly. Then, the holidays were super low key. Like, here's the thing. When you don't have a whole lot of extended family to worry about, and the ones that you do, you don't really bother worry about if you do offend them or not. Holidays are so much more chill. So much more chill. Everybody talks about that crazy uncle bitching at Christmas. No, they don't. He don't come to Thanksgiving either. Not at my house. I'm not sure if that guy's alive or dead, quite frankly. It could be anywhere. But one of the things we did do is, every year you want to watch a bunch of Christmas specials and Christmas movies and shit like that. And we watched the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas thing on Disney Plus.
What?
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Jax loves those Diary of a Wimpy Kid books.
Okay.
He's got fucking all of them, right? He loves those things. And there's a couple of Disney Plus exclusive like animated features done like in the like cartoony style of the book
sketchy,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, and this is my first real kind of exposure to like these characters and whatever. And I gotta tell you, Greg, who is the main character in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, is a real piece of shit.
Oh.
Like,
Take
this kid
that.
sucks. Like he sucks so fucking bad. And just, every so often something would happen, and I'm like, and he's the protagonist of this series. like he's the one we're supposed to be rooting for. This kid fucking sucks. And I guess that's kind of his thing. Nicole's like, yeah, no, he's not the greatest.
Well,
I guess, eventually he like learns a lesson or whatever, but he's kind of a prick the entire time leading up to it.
Kind of opposite end of the spectrum, but a main character that we watched a lot as kids that was a real piece of shit, Zach Morris.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Zach Morris was a goddamn criminal deviant.
I don't remember that.
Scam artist. Womanizer.
Yeah, always running some kind of con.
misogynist. Yeah. Gaslighter. Just bully. I mean, Screech is supposed to be his best friend. Did you ever see Zach Morris
Screech?
show Screech some tenderness?
Yes. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm confident
isn't
I
that a
have.
coincidence? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Just can't think of one. Yeah, that'll hold up in court. No.
Pretty sure he let Screech sit in the beanbag in his bedroom.
The cats will piss on that, Mahoney. He gave him the piss seat.
Yeah, he'll let anyone sit in the beanbag.
Yeah.
You let him watch.
Oh!
Hey, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
There he is.
Duck Clark.
I was waiting for you guys over on Justin TV. Nobody showed up.
Do you guys
Oh, they
realize
banned
that?
Justin TV as a national security risk. Sorry.
So that fucking New Year's Eve special, Dick Clark's been dead for what, a decade now?
At least.
But
yeah.
that special is still called Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
So stupid.
What?
It's because it's his creation.
Yeah,
But-
and he's like, and he probably put it in his goddamn will. You
Oh, for
can't
sure.
change that name.
For sure. Change it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
But,
like the estate has some kind of a hold on it or something. Yeah.
But at this point,
The
like,
Clarks
what
fi-
value is there to the name Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve? Like,
Absolutely nothing at
And, like,
all.
the ball
just
still
literally
drops.
cancel it and replace it.
yeah, you can't call it New Year's Rockin' Eve. You can call it New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
They should just call it Dick Crest's New Year's.
They don't have to call it anything. Nobody cares. They just
Yeah.
turn on the TV on New Year's Eve. You know, like
It's like in for those of us that have seen The Substance, they talk about the big New Year's Eve show, and then
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that never mind. I can talk about The Substance anytime for any length of
Yes,
time.
yes.
I fucking love The Substance so much.
Lee, I think we're gonna have to sit all these boys down and make them watch The Substance. At
Yeah, I
some point.
still need to get to it.
Oh fuck
don't
it. That might be what we do next
have,
week. Fuck it.
I don't have.
I'm not gonna be here.
Whatever service it's on.
Mary shared the Mubi login information with all y'all.
She did,
Oh,
and I'm very
She
appreciative.
said, check out my movies.
I want you to look at my wife's movie.
Watch 'em.
Show me your moves.
Let's all get together and look at Nice's movies.
Hey,
No, don't look at mine.
you guys swing?
I'm, I'm very sensitive about my movies.
Let me gaze into your movies.
oh my god.
That's aggressively awful.
Be
That's-
aggressive. Be aggressive.
Kelly be excited. I'm gone down a Yakuza hole on the PlayStation. Pretty harsh. Yeah. I have such an absurd backlog of games that I'm like, okay, I gotta quit buying shit because
Yep.
I'm not,
That
There's no-
was
there's
me
no
last
reason.
year.
So one of the things that I'd gotten either for free or dirt cheap over the years is like the entire run of the Yakuza series. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna start at 0 and I'm gonna do a Yakuza game and then something else and then a Yakuza game and something else, etc. until I get to the end, and then maybe anything that comes out new between now and then, by the time I'm done, will be cheap and or free. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they keep popping up on my Game Pass, and every time I see it, I think of Kelly. I'm like,
it's a
man,
good time. They're fun. Like it's.
I want to run a hotel with a duck. Is that the one?
That's the one.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
you can
a-
The
rock-
one you
chicken.
run a hotel
Chicken with
with a
a bowling alley.
Yeah, and his name is Nugget.
duck. He's the one that wants you to bring him
Nugget.
underwears.
No, that was a different guy. I haven't got to that one, but I did beat the shit out of a guy for stealing another kid's pants. I'm just
Yeah.
So games are wild, but it's really strange because you hear about the chicken stuff and all the nonsense, and then that's all there and very true. But like the core narrative is very melodramatic and super serious and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like it's way over the top. So
And it's really
just-
good.
Yeah, exactly. It is very compelling. Like the characters are interesting and you give a shit about what happens to them and all that. But it's unlike anything I've ever experienced, in as much as it is constantly at polar odds with itself. But like in a way that does work. Like it's I'm not gonna say it's not jarring because it is, but that's also kind of the point of it. It's pretty fun. It's fun. I think you dig it, Jose. It's a lot of fun.
All right. All right.
But I will say, just being as into the Kiwami remake, is that you definitely want to start with 0.
Yes.
the opening bits of 1 are made so much better by what they did in the prequel. It's very cool. Very good stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. It
So
is good
you would-
writing. Like, it's good character stuff, you know?
You would start on a game that came out after the first one, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's a
they
prequel.
pretty much redid the first game, so
Okay.
everything from the prequel makes sense with the first game, and you know they updated it because it was a game on the PS1 or PS2,
All right.
maybe 1. I can't
I
remember.
dig it.
You want to talk about remakes and whatever, and then like in just the old ways, whatever. We threw on some Jackass the other day, me and Nicole, just to get our fucking chuckles on.
Oh wow.
And when you launch Jackass on Paramount Plus, they don't do it with the movies, but when you launch Jackass on Paramount Plus, just one of the regular episodes, before, like, you know, the classic Jackass disclaimer comes up, another disclaimer comes up that says this program is being aired as originally. It's being shown as originally aired with outdated social norms.
Like it's a racist Looney
Oh.
Tunes.
Yeah, yeah. When it's just a bunch of dudes playing grab ass and each other in the dick.
Hey, you need to understand different times, different slimes. You're about to watch some weird
You
shit
know
you
who
kids can't handle.
does not like Jackass? Fucking Jax.
What?
What?
Really?
Yeah, he walked in and we're like, oh god, this is the worst thing we could possibly show him, to give him bad ideas. And then
Yeah.
he just eventually walked out like, what the fuck are you people watching? Like,
What?
he's
Right.
looking like these young men are getting hurt.
You gotta show him Viva La Bam.
Viva
I
La
think that'll be
Bam.
right up his
Oh,
alley.
he'll love Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, show
All
him
of a sudden,
up
Lee says
Bam.
he keeps running in and punching the shit out of me while I'm taking shit.
Yeah, exactly. You need to show him just one of the Bam beats up Phil segments from original
And
Jackass.
he'll be like, I get it.
Oh, now I understand, Father.
Jack's
I
ass.
too would like to kick my dad's ass all day.
All day.
Speaking of, it's been like over a month. Did you ever find out who shit in his toilet?
Oh
You know,
my god, you almost killed me.
we're still looking at chasing
On
down
the hunt.
leads on that one, Mahoney.
OJ's still out there looking for the
Yeah.
killer.
The
Yeah.
investigation is ongoing.
Yeah. He assures me the culprit will be brought to justice.
Well,
Okay,
good
I
to
feel
see
like
he's on.
I missed something.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was
Okay.
probably one of the weeks you were gone.
What were you
That's
busy
right.
in the month of December?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you know,
never-
I
yeah,
had
go on.
I had a couple things going on.
Yeah. Okay, so Zoe and Nicole are gone. It's on a Saturday. They're doing something all day, and so it's just me and Jax at home. It's early. I'm still sleeping, and he comes running into my room. He's like, "Dad," I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Did you poop?" What the fucking what? No, dude, I'm in bed. What are you talking about? Someone pooped in my toilet, and it wasn't me. So was it you? Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't. You were just flush the toilet. I mean, it was definitely to flush the toilet and move on with your life. We're going back to sleep. It's like, okay. And a couple minutes later, he's just, Dad. I'm like, what? I hear water. Okay. Go jiggle the handle. It's just the toilet running. It's okay. Oh God, oh God, oh God, Dad, there's water everywhere. Oh God, it's overflowing. And so I bolt out of bed, and there is just shit water all over. Like it's dark and it's everywhere. So, I mean, just the bomb that must have been in there and had been sitting for overnight because he must have just dropped a load in the middle of the night and forgot about it. Like, just it must been it was bad. So I'm fucking go get towels. He's running to getting towels, all this stuff, and I'm, running around. I'm getting Lysol and all this shit to wipe it down. So I'm on my hands and knees, fucking still in my drawers, right? Because I flew directly out of bed. And I'm scrubbing the floor, trying to get all the all the nooks and crannies and all the corners, trying to get all the shit water out. And Jack is standing in the hallway just kind of quietly. And there's like a little beat of silence. It says, "So, Dad, who do you think did it?" and I lost my
could've
mind. I'm
done
like,
this.
motherfucker, who did it? You fucking, you did it. What the fuck? You're going with? I said Phantom Shitter. We're Phantom Shitter is the story you're sticking with. You're gonna keep. Okay, fine. Yeah, sure, great.
It was Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah, drop that Fred, right? Oh, he was like, okay, I just wasn't okay. It wasn't me, but all right. Got it away. Well, they look that could only be described as half guilt and half shame, right? But just
All right, but
walk
how
into a
funny would
room.
it be if we all took turns shitting in Jax's toilet?
Phew. I mean, fucking courtesy flush, pinch off half of that thing or something. At least, goddamn, it was awful. It's like you've seen like that little chart that they show kids. Just like I guess they probably show it to adults too. But like the little graphic at the hospital, like describe your poops, whatever. It's like, are you a number whatever? It just it's all like it's pellets or like runny. It's like a 4 or 5 categories, whatever. Like Jax would look at that and go, I don't know, depends. Which one of these is as long as my arm? Like that's how I'll know which one is me.
God.
The kid can drop them, man. It
The
is
boy's
intense.
shitting snakes.
Straight up. Like I don't know what's going on with that child. One day he's hopefully never gonna listen to this. But also, to be fair, it's literally nothing I wouldn't say to his face. So that makes it okay.
And this is the second podcast where we've talked about it.
Yeah, exactly. And don't worry, I've told everyone that he knows already.
Hell yeah.
It's a pretty good story.
Fucking roasted.
Always. What's going on, Knives? How was your holiday?
Not bad. I'm finally kind of moving into my midlife. And I figure what better way to move into midlife than by taking up meat smoking in my spare time.
Yeah. Brother, there's no better choice. No, you
So-
nailed it. Like that's you've been training for this your whole life.
Yeah,
You've been leveling up for this.
I'm not going to go get a mistress. I'm not going to rebuild a classic car. I'm not going to get into golf or fishing, but I will smoke a fucking meat.
Goddamn right.
What's
Smoke
cool
it.
about smoking meats is the set it and forget it concept. You just got to get it going, and then it's just a waiting game. You can go in and fucking chill out and play Fortnite. 45 minutes later, come check on things. Pull up the app, make sure that your temperatures are right. Make sure that your pellets are filled. I actually did.
Now the app shit is crazy to me. Like, I mean, it's the same thing with the cameras. They just hyped everything up. But I did not realize it was one of those crazy things. That is dope, sir.
Oh, I mean, the app
That
is
is very
probably one of the weakest parts of it because you can't be too far from it to be able to read the temperatures and make adjustments and stuff like that. And it definitely disconnects a whole lot. It's weird because it's an app for controlling your grill, but there's so much other bullshit in the app that's unnecessary where they could have focused that energy more on the functionality of it.
The
not
actual
fucking-
point, right?
Yeah, I don't need recipes. I want to be able to see what temperature my fucking pork butt is, buddy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we have done some wings. We have done a pork shoulder for pulled pork. I spatchcocked a chicken.
That chicken looks so good.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
So the chicken,
She was begging for it, that chicken.
the chicken,
Mhm.
taking a bite of
Begging
that
for it.
chicken was when I finally went, okay, I think we got something here. I think this smoking meats thing is gonna work out because it was so fucking juicy, you guys. And we got a fridge full of smoked meats right now.
That rocks.
It's an embarrassment of
Love it.
riches.
Yeah. That's how to middle age. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, smoke enough meats. Maybe it's not middle aged. Maybe it's 2/3 age. So yeah, come on over. We're smoking meats, y'all. Watching my YouTube algorithm is fucked because I've been watching a lot of meat smoking videos, and every one of them just some fucking average white dude with a hat and a beard. It feels good to be seen, right? Speaking of my fucked up YouTube algorithm. I don't know how this happened, but it found me just going through suggestions one day, and this channel, Canned Fish Files, was suggested to me. And it's just this guy, this like Japanese American guy who lives in New York area. He fucking unboxes cans of fish and taste tests them on YouTube. It's not only weird because it's canned fish. How am I
working every day?
What a niche.
How am I working every day? Like how am I still happen to be a productive member of society when this motherfucker's out here making money talking about meat?
I assume this man also works for a living besides just the Canned Fish Files. Although
you would hope so, but I wouldn't count on it.
He does have a Patreon, and it does look like he's some sort of musician because he also does the weird ass like synth music for his channel. But the vibe is great because every episode just starts with him looking into the camera and going, "What are we doing here?" It is a great intro.
I like his vibe.
No, you would. You would dig it.
That does sound like a pretty good vibe.
As someone who has vivid memories of sharing a tin of kippered snacks and crackers with my father as a child, there was something tugging at my heartstrings, and I might have to try I might have to smoke some fish, maybe.
Yeah.
Smoke some fish and then can it.
He just picks up a sardine like a cigar and lights it.
We're thinking up all kinds of fucked up shit to smoke. So if you guys think of anything, it's just a matter of just finding meat. Meat on sale. We had a chicken go bad. So now the house policy is as soon as we get smoking meat in the house, it gets smoked. So I did.
Smoke them if you got them. So sick.
Oh, I did a fucking pork loin, which rocked, that we ended up slicing up real thin and putting on top of ramen.
Oh, brother, that's the big boy shit. You're going right into the deep end. I respect it.
It was just meat. It was just meat that we had and we needed to use. So it's like, fuck it, throw it on the smoker. We did Christmas Eve breakfast on the smoker. Made a breakfast casserole. Threw some sausage gravy on there. But the hardest thing about it is it's not like you can be like, hey, dinner's at 5, because dinner might not be at 5. That spatchcock chicken was the first time I had finished a meat while it was still light out. That pork shoulder, it was Christmas Day. We already had the smoker set up. It was our Christmas present to ourselves, if that wasn't apparent. But about 11 o'clock on Christmas morning, Mary says, "So what's up? You gonna smoke that pork butt?" And I wasn't intending on it, but I said, "You know what? I fucking will." And that thing was not finished until 11 that night.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But you still got
low and slow, I guess. Jeez.
It was. You still got to eat some, right? Even though it's 11 o'clock, you still got to make yourself a fresh pulled pork sandwich.
Oh, you better believe it. Yeah,
yeah. That's when you just decide to take a nap.
Yeah.
I'm coming back.
Brought some Hawaiian roll pulled pork sliders over to Jose and the ladies for New Year's.
Oh, ate the shit out.
Got another pork butt and wings planned for the big game. So it's going to be an exciting time for smoked meats. And
the good news is there's no bad time for smoked meats, right?
Zoe loves it because
you don't say.
She's a pyromaniac. Like, she loves the smell of like a fire pit. She loves smoke and fire and ash. She loves all that. And then you add meat smells on top of that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The smoker is her boyfriend. I told Jose about this because Jose had that great bit about naming stuff around his shop after people, and I was telling Jose that with our different appliances, we can name them different things on the apps. So like our washer and dryer are Denzel Washington and Richard Dreyfuss. Our dishwasher is Tiffany Haddish. So we get the fucking smoker, and we can name the smoker. And I'm sitting there thinking for a second, and then Mary had already changed the name to Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Pretty good.
We're having a good time.
You guys having a good time.
And one of these times, I'm gonna have to take some fucking video of one of these goddamn meats I smoke, because every man with a camera and a smoker has a YouTube channel these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you're talking about just a white guy with a beard, every once in a while, one of these, fucking dudes on all the toy Instagram channels will throw a video up, and I'm like, oh, is it a chunky white guy with a beard, or the rare and elusive cool black dude? 'Cause they're out there too. Like, it's one of the two. It's always one of the two. Just some dude who looks just like me,
Man,
or a cool black dude.
I was never against hanging out with cool black dudes as a young man, but cool black dudes didn't really want to hang out with dudes like me. But if we only knew we all fucking
exactly
like the same shit. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
See, maybe the internet can bring us together. What you got going on, Jose?
Working, chilling.
So you're probably like starting to ramp up and shit because everything's getting kicked off.
Yeah.
In the year and yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be travel time. So the holidays were pretty cool. Nice, and Mary came over for New Year's.
Yeah, we had all kinds of holiday adventures together.
Sounds so nice.
One thing about the holidays and planning adventures is that everybody else is also planning holiday adventures. And all those people have to park somewhere.
Oh my god.
And
right.
that's the root problem for most holiday adventures, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't, it's so funny because that doesn't even occur to me because I have a long ass driveway on a long ass street with neighbors that are nowhere near close. So weird. Did you lose it, Jose?
No, I'm
Oh.
here. I was cracking my back.
He went to
Holy
sleep.
shit, dude.
I thought I was supposed to say something.
I know, I'm like,
It's bedtime.
Me, you, me. No, it's been a good holiday. It's been we've been settling in. I'll get more into that.
The house is
in the
looking great. We went to our first fire at their house.
ooh.
Yeah, we got a pit going. It's Mark 1 of the pit. We got the fire ring because I had all that. I still had storm.
You said open
Rubbish.
this pit up.
Everybody run in a circle.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Christmas trees go up. Did not scrounge enough Christmas trees from
The road.
the neighborhood this year.
The
We will
neighborhood
do next year.
scavenging dead trees. I mean, it's not bad. Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I mean they throw them out at a
Yeah,
certain
why not?
point after Christmas. They just start tossing them.
And it's good
They don't give
fuel
a
for a
fuck.
fire. It goes quick.
Oh my God! Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
He had the Christmas tree
Almost
from
had
in
a-
the house, and he was he said it was like a euro on a spit. So he was just cutting off a little bit at a time from the Christmas tree and throwing it on the fire.
Okay, you're
I hold that bitch upside
Oh my
down. Got a little hand saw.
Yeah.
And then
I
throw
can
some on.
absolutely I can see it. I can totally see it.
But then
Because it
at
does
one
splinter
point,
like a
it is-
euro.
It was just a
Awesome.
giant toilet brush. Just
that
long
was pretty
trunk
cool.
and then just little tippy top at the end.
Oh my god.
It was impressive.
It's a fun little ride.
I am again
Do
just to
recommend.
make sure we're all
Do
in the
recommend.
you understand. Not jealous of you, Jose. Not jealous at all. Happy for you, but not jealous.
Hey, no HOA, baby. Let's
Fuck
burn
moving.
it all down.
There is that.
Awesome.
I will set anything on fire.
It
Including
truly is.
the HOA.
Fire is truly an experience.
I don't know. That's about all I got. I've been busy. It's been cool. We've been chilling. Because some of the shit I'm kind of going into in the thing.
Yeah. No, I got you.
So, you know.
Gotcha.
I'll say.
Gotcha. How you doing,
Just
Kelly?
glad to be back. Glad to hear everyone's lovely voice.
Yeah,
again.
all five.
I miss you fucking boys.
Yeah.
I miss you boys very much.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. How you doing? All good? Hanging in there?
They're doing all right.
All right.
A lot of shit happened since we last did a show.
It's been a whole lot.
Yeah,
Some would say too much.
I have one less parent than I did last time.
Whoa. Dude. When we came back after last year for our first show of the new year, I had one less parent than the one before.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit!
Look out, Niza's dad.
2026.
Oh no!
Well, yeah, because I
You
think
didn't have to
the year
name it.
before that was
Oh
me.
my God, that's right. That's right. The year before that, it was Jose. That's right.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus!
damn. All right, nice.
I thought it was longer than that, but I think
Well,
you're
no,
right.
that was 2021.
Well, I mean, it a year or two.
Yeah,
I mean, but it
okay.
was before.
I mean,
Okay.
we are all getting to that age, so you
Yeah.
know, it
But
might
the
just be
timing.
a coincidence.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
watch out.
Kelly,
Ooh, that's
I
crazy.
wasn't sure how you were going to address it, and you addressed it so perfectly. I was so happy.
Yeah. No, I mean it's really the only
With a
way
cat.
we can. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Dad died on about a month ago, like as of yesterday, a month ago. So, it's been rough. We've been getting through it. The party never stops. Mom started oral chemo this morning.
Christ.
That's going well so far. No bad side effects yet. So we'll see how it goes.
Except she's fired the fuck
Pretty
up.
good.
Yeah, she is fired the fuck up.
Yeah. No, I believe it. I believe it.
She
That's
never
how it
had that
rolls.
crash you were talking about. So we'll see where it goes.
She just stayed
Okay.
up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? So my dad got his infusion once, and we're sitting there playing chess, and he's all amped up. He's talking shit, and he moves. I've been looking at the board. I'm looking down. I'm thinking. I make my move. I don't hear nothing. I'm still watching the board. I look up. He's fucking passed out. It went quick.
Conk.
So, what a punk.
Yeah. So I'm hoping she's like able to sleep. Because that might suck if she's just awake all the time.
Well, it wasn't like the all day. It was like he had that 45 minutes of I'm hyped, and then
Yeah.
he would,
Like invincible.
Yeah, and then just
and then when he'd wake up from like
night.
a quick nap and then just be normal.
Okay.
But sometimes the next day may or may not feel like poop
Yeah.
for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. I was real worried where that was going.
Yeah, I'm like,
May or
what?
may
Then
not.
What'll happen? What'll happen?
No.
Yeah, so she's got to take 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills at night. She's on for 2 weeks and then off for 1, and that goes for 6
Cool.
months.
Yeah. That was pretty much what he was. He had that week off. They redid his blood work, and then they mixed the next batch based on where the blood work was.
Yeah, she's
So
got to
you
go
were
in every
always
Thursday. for blood
Constantly
work.
getting
Like it's Hawaiian
like a
punch.
specific serum built to where you're at that moment.
Yeah.
Like when you're checking your pool water every week, you got to check that pH strip. You know.
Yeah, see if she's
Mhm.
full of frogs.
Yeah, need some more shock. You gotta go shock my mom.
Shock the monkey.
Shock that monkey.
Yeah.
But it's wild how far along
Oh, yeah.
where it's just chill at home pill now.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a big upgrade from the sack of chemo that was going to
Here we
fill her up for 48 hours and then sent her to the hospital and made her go septic.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's
Right.
right.
Yeah, she was in the hospital for 11 days with that. So
Ugh.
we'll see. This it seems like this one's going to work out a lot better.
Well, you
So
guys,
so much
riding
needed.
that roller coaster.
yeah, you
Good
guys deserve a
news.
win.
We're heading in. 2025's going all right. That was one thing. Like, obviously, didn't want Dad to die, of course. But if he did, I'm glad he went in 2024.
Yeah, no
So
shit,
we
right?
could hopefully leave that horrible fucking year behind us.
Yeah, that seems to be a consensus with a lot of folks. Like, shit's been wild, especially the past. I don't know, maybe not quite the back half, but Jesus, like it's been a rough little go for pretty much everyone I know, almost.
Yeah.
And if it has not been you, fucking put your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
It could be you.
I thought about resurrecting the Popcast Classic tonight, to break up the first part and the second part of the show. I thought about going back to our first show of 2024 and see if we had any like predictions or if we made any sort of like wry comments about, oh, I wonder what's going to happen in 2024. It's probably going to be fucking awful.
Everything's going to be great.
I hope at some point Joe Biden drops out and they put in Kamala Harris.
Just me
will
being
get
like, man, I'm so hopeful about everything.
Trump got shot. Trump's gonna get shot twice.
I have a feeling that the back half of the year is going to go my way.
Everything's coming up, Kelly.
Everything's going to be great.
Yeah.
Start from the end of July all the way through the end of December. It's going to be smooth sailing.
Hand jobs and cotton candy.
Yeah, it was. I remember
Not necessarily in that order.
Kelly, I remember you messaged me in like September when you thought you might have diverticulitis for a second. And then I feel like it was the next day your mom had to go into the hospital. And then it was
Yep.
it seemed like it never stopped from
Yeah,
then on.
July
It was-
23rd is that day. That is the day where I talked to you and my other friend.
Oh,
You
that
were
was
both like,
fucking July?
July 23rd.
Oh my God.
My
You had a
God.
hard few months, my man.
Yeah. I told my buddy Justin, I was like, man, your birthday party that Sunday was the last good day I had.
Oh.
Yeah, no, July
You know what that
23rd
means.
is when it all went to hell.
Next birthday he has to do something special.
Yeah, really, his next birthday party should be about you. That's what we're
Yeah.
getting at.
No, he did enough for me over this past 6 months, driving me and Mama around to the
Yeah, I
hospital
bet he
on
did. That
multiple
Justin's a solid dude.
occasions.
Solid dude, that Justin.
Yes. But yeah, no, I'm hoping we're past it. Things are looking up.
And
Heading
man, like
into
everything you've ever said, your
2025.
dad seemed like a really fucking cool
Yeah,
dude.
he seemed
Yeah.
beloved, and obviously he raised a pretty good kid. So
Mhm.
Yeah, he'll be missed. And it's that you get to me and Mom were talking about this now, where we're at the point where we'll just be like, I got to tell him that. Oh, wait, no, he's dead.
oh, that son of a bitch.
Yep.
Got us again.
Can't tell him about that joke I made about the movie Nosferatu.
You know,
He would have
I bet
really
every
enjoyed
time-
that one.
I bet every time that happens, he's laughing at you.
Yeah.
He's like, "You dummy!
I
You
don't know, you
tell me."
stupid bitch.
it was a real struggle for me to not, kind of try and make this about me at all, because, obviously it's a tough time, and it seemed like
Wait, were you gonna be like, I'm your dad now?
no. It just
Kelly's
from
like,
the
"Please."
outside looking in, it does not seem like your dad imparted any sort of generational trauma onto you. And I'm like,
Not really, no.
That seems like it would be nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I said the exact
Yeah.
same thing to Nicole the other day. It's like, I mean, it's funny because I thought about this when my mom died. Is that if everything goes according to plan, right, we're all gonna see our parents die. Like, that's the way it's supposed to go, right? Anything other than that is by definition a tragedy, right? Like, so that's what we're shooting for. The goal is to ultimately outlive your parents. And just I feel bad, but it also kind of seems like you sort of had the ideal version of that in a way, because when my mom died, it was a disaster. Like, I mean, it's not a disaster, just like we weren't even fucking speaking. It wasn't. It didn't even register really when my mom died. Like, my life didn't change at all. And then God knows the relationship with my dad is complicated to say the least. So I'm like, you know what? In a weird way, good for Kelly. Like,
it was. We had a great relationship. We got to say goodbye, which was nice.
He was so happy for what you were doing with your life, and that it made you happy, and that's shocking.
The dream, man.
Yeah, no, it really all he ever wanted for me was for me to be happy, and he was thrilled I was working at a job I enjoyed and didn't care that he had to drive my ass around every now and then for stuff. And that dude loved to drive. He was just like, yeah, I can listen to my music. It's fine. When you want to go to work. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, though, it's not even like a bad thing. I can say, like, just the worst thing was, as I've described it to my mom, he had selective autism.
Don't we all?
He had
really.
coffee autism, as I call it. Homeboy would just he just had this schedule of the coffee we're going to have in the morning. And that's fine when he was the person doing the coffee. But when he was having trouble getting around and was being dizzy all the time, so that fell to me. And he'd be like, yeah, I want this French caramel cream. And I'm like, I cannot find this bag. I don't know where it is. And he's like, it was on the side of the microwave. I'm like, there is nothing there. It's not there. And he's like, well, it was there before I went to the hospital. And I was like, that was a month ago.
Coffee
I eventually did, in fact, find the bag of coffee. I had moved it somewhere else.
Oh, there you go.
Big Nicole hours.
I know where it should be.
Yeah.
Yesterday was one of Lisa's in-office days. It was the first day that we had like decent snow. Will comes home from school. He wants to go out, and he's looking for his snow gear. He's like, "Where's my snow pants? Where's my boots? Like, where's all that stuff?" So we look in the closet, can't find it. We look all around, can't find it. So I finally text Lisa. I'm like, "You got any ideas on where Will's snow stuff is?" She's like, "Yeah, check the closet." I'm like, "Yeah, I definitely checked the closet. Like, I checked where it goes. Like, I did do that before I texted you." And she's like, "Okay.
If we had an exhausted closet, we wouldn't be having a conversation.
Yeah.
She goes, you know that bag full of Will's snow stuff at the bottom of the closet? Check in there." I'm like, "Hun, there is no bag full of Will's snow stuff in the bottom of the closet, or I would have found all of his snow stuff. Like, do you have any other ideas?"
Did you guys ever find it?
No.
Oh, no.
We might have donated it or something. Somebody probably thought it was too small.
Someone probably put it in Jax's toilet.
Literally have no idea where it is. Yeah, we probably just shoved it into Jackson's toilet in the middle of the night and then ran out laughing.
Yeah.
He's like, "Dad, seriously, that is not me."
Jax is like, "Dad, I was asleep. I heard giggles, and now my toilet's full of shit. I don't understand."
Oh, not long after that, like, there must have been just a creak of the house. And he's like, "Sounds like somebody's upstairs. We should go check it out." I'm like, "Oh my god,
They're back."
Yeah, basically that was the energy. Like, we should go check it out upstairs.
The toilet shitter. He's back.
It's Elf on a shelf.
You put it on a shelf. It's It's Margot Kidder in your shitter.
She would be too. Margot Kidder, why are you in my shitter? Where the fuck am I?
It's Diddy on your shitty. Run away.
No.
Oh, stupid. It's stupid. Fucking love it.
Quick,
Well,
what
glad
rhymes with
you're doing all right,
commode?
Kelly.
Yeah. We're getting through it. We're doing all right.
That's good. But looks like, the tree was looking nice. Look, you guys put together a good holiday, so it's good, man.
Yeah, we made
Yeah.
it work. We've still got the tree up because we're like, damn, we didn't even have it like up for a month like we normally do.
You know
so
what?
That,
That's
that
the
shit's
only
gonna stay
acceptable
up
reason.
a while. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Why the hell not?
Yeah, it's fake. It's not gonna dry out, so who gives a
Right.
shit?
I was gonna say, send it to me. I'll burn it.
No.
You were talking about you didn't get enough trees, and I almost had a Kelly moment where I was like, "You need to go in the forest and get those trees." And I was like, "Probably not Florida. You probably have to
Yeah.
go surrounded by pine trees."
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
there's
that's
trees.
gonna be a different type of hike.
Yeah, you don't want to go into any forest in Florida.
Yeah, that's
That's where you find the skunk ape.
That's where you find the bears.
Have we done a show since I got obsessed with the skunk ape?
You're obsessed
I've
with
never
the
heard
skunk
of the
ape?
skunk ape. so
Yeah, I'm gonna say
no.
I don't ever remember hearing you talk about skunk ape.
Skunk ape,
Okay.
aka
Well, great.
Bigfoot.
Yes, Florida Bigfoot.
Yeah, but not Bigfoot, though. The skunk ape
No.
is different than Bigfoot.
Different than Bigfoot because
Yes.
there are photos of the skunk ape out there that experts have looked at and have been like, yeah, no, that's something.
I said, no, that's skunk ape.
Yeah, no, like that. There have been like actual people that know about animals and shit that have looked at these pictures and been like, well, yeah, no, that's something. That's not a dude in a suit. That's not this. That's those photos aren't doctored. That's a skunk ape.
I don't know what the fuck that is, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, like I was like, holy shit. This one actually exists.
So what drove you down the rabbit hole of skunk ape?
I was just reading about like cryptids and shit, and then I found that skunk ape is like kind of real. Yeah, and
Yeah,
there was like a lady who just took pictures in her backyard when she was like, "There's some fucking monkey out here," and it's just like, holy shit. Yep, that sure is just a big old thing. Not that. That's fake. Hang on, let me
Let's
find
see.
these ones.
And a friend a long time ago, he had like a idea for
A skunk ape hybrid.
a skunk ape like a horror film.
That
kind of
one.
thing.
That's the one.
That's from a movie.
Is it?
The Wild
That's
Man
Teen
Skunk
Wolf,
Ape,
Kelly.
2021.
Okay, maybe it's not that then.
Or maybe that's a documentary. We don't know.
That's what I'm trying
Could
to
be.
read.
Listen, if any
Check
of
out
you
the
out
only
there have
known
pictures
photo
the
of this
skunk apes, send them in.
cryptozoological. No, this is supposedly a real
all these
photo.
specialists have been looking at pictures of something from Star Wars. Huh. I don't know what that is.
So that's from like that's the real picture though?
Yeah, apparently this is the real picture.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's out there.
In that case, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
That
right?
thing looks crazy looking.
Right?
Reminds me of the trolls from Willow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yikes.
On
Wild.
bikes.
Yeah, and there is another picture where it's kind of like looking up. Well, it looks like
Well,
it's
great.
howling
Now
at
I
the
got to
moon.
research the skunk ape.
Yeah, no, it's like that. Once I found out
Yeah.
about the skunk ape, I was like, hold on.
All right.
Like, I might have heard about it, but I didn't know it was like some real shit. Then I go.
Sending
do
it to send that to the podcast thread.
Oh, that's a question. That's not a declarative statement. Come on.
I got a little blurry, but
I mean, it checks out.
I mean, yeah, no, that looks
Yeah.
real.
yeah.
Oh, what a classic.
How about you, Mahoney? What's going on? How's everybody?
Oh my God, what is going on? Things are good.
What are we
You had a
even
good
doing here?
Christmas? I don't feel like we did anything exciting over Christmas.
Oh, brother, you have to at least talk about the Christmas that your kids got this year, or at least Will's Christmas is like an all-timer.
Yeah, he had a wonderful Christmas. He got just so you have that one Christmas where you like look back and you're like, man, I just hit the jackpot on
Yeah.
this Christmas.
No Christmas
definitely
will
his
ever live
Christmas
up
this
to
year.
it again.
He got so many action figures. He got so
Because
many
you've been
toys.
buying
It took
shit
him.
for like 8 months.
Oh, I know. I've been prepared. I'm like done with his birthday too. His birthday's in May. I'm like all set with that.
Hell yeah.
Like he better not get a change of things that he likes because we're gonna have some real trouble. But yeah, it took him like 3 days to make his way through like opening the packages after he got everything.
That's
Oh,
insane.
that's so cool.
He's having the best time with it. We got a couple of the G.I. Joe vehicles, which are all phenomenal. Highly recommend any of those that you can get your hands on. They're so cool. He like immediately took all the doors and the roof and the missiles off and threw some Fortnite figures in there and was like, look, they're squatted up. So he's all over the place. He had me tracking down shit on eBay. He'd like come up with characters he wanted, but I'm like, yeah, they made toys of those like 10 years ago. I can't really get you those toys, but we'll figure it out.
Fortnite ones? Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's like, no, I don't want the 4-inch ones. I want the 6-inch ones. I'm like, okay, sure. Let me go get you a Meowscles 6-inch Fortnite action figure. You go on eBay and they're like, oh, they're $100. I had to buy multiple auctions of loose figures and piece together one complete figure out of them.
Oh God.
I have some of those. Let me send you what I got. Cause I got some just taking up space in the closet. I'll let you know what I got.
Well, all right. Yeah, sure.
And sounds like I might be hitting some of the other ones on eBay if you already have them.
Yeah, some of these go for a ton. Like the Knives got me the hot dog guy a long time ago, and like he's like $100. I could sell him for $100.
Whoa.
Never would, but I could.
Yeah. Wow.
It's insane. I don't know why they don't make 6-inch Fortnite action figures. I don't really get it.
Well, originally it was so Jazzwares had the license.
Right.
And then Hasbro got the license to do the 6-inch figures. So Jazzwares stopped doing the 6-inch figures and just did the 4-inch ones and the smaller ones, I think. And then Hasbro just said, you know what? This Fortnite stuff ain't for us. And then 6-inch Fortnite figures have never come to fruition since.
Yeah, they just kind of
bizarre.
Bungled it in a weird way. Like I don't know. I don't know how they fucked it up.
I think they fucked it up because it was a corporate thing. It was, okay, well, we got the license now. These guys can't make this size. We'll make it for a little bit, but we really just wanted to fuck these guys over.
Nah, that could be it.
It's so weird. It feels like there's such a market for it. And then even when they had the license, some of the characters they made, it's like, why? Why of all the characters you could pick, did you pick that one? Like the people who were choosing who to make had no idea what they were doing,
Yeah, like so much of it ended up at Ollie's and like those stores like that, but that's because they picked like the assortment was bad, right? Like, I mean, the assortment was so bad that you didn't want to invest in, it was just bad everything.
Yeah,
just
like there were times where Will would be like, I want Fortnite figures. We'd look And I'd be like, they don't really have any good ones. And he'd be like, well, which ones do they have? And I'm like, I don't know any of these people's names, and neither do you. Like, it's not gonna help if I read you off this list of names. They're a bunch of nobodies. Like,
We got
you know, like
Randy, we got Cracker, we got Silly Puss.
it was yeah, it was a pain in the ass. And like I managed to track him down like recognizable normal characters that he like cares about. But like if you have the right to make Fortnite figures, like it's Peely, it's Midas, it's like people who they recognize. It's not these random ass, one-off skins that were in the shop for a week in 2014. Like
Oh
I
man,
don't know
they
what
made
they were
Zippy the
thinking.
Pinhead.
They made
Well, yeah, because they were
Yeah.
'cause the whole thing was we're gonna make characters that they've never seen in this scale. So, well, but we like those, and also fine, cool. But in that case, pick better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
the last 6-inch Fortnite figure was The Weekend,
Oh my God.
and it was like $50.
But no, that one
Okay.
Jazzwares did, I think.
Oh, did
Dumb.
Jazzwares do that one?
I think Jazzwares.
Well,
did
then that
one,
was the
I think.
last 6-inch Fortnite figure at
Yeah,
all.
so I think they did that like a new thing or whatever recently. So people are hoping that maybe that means they're going to bring it back. Maybe we'll see some stuff at Toy Fair. Who
Maybe.
knows? But
Or the Weekend was like, I gotta be 6 inches.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, come on, let me put me on the small one. Get the fuck out of here.
It wound. I ended up getting him because I want like what I like to do with anything I get him is I like it to thematically fit, right? Like it's gotta like fit his scale and it's gotta fit like with the characters that he likes to play with. Because otherwise, what are we doing? Like
Yeah,
it's
all
not
his
gonna
guys
like
gotta hang out.
yeah, like if you can't use them all in one big battle, like what's the point, you know? So like that's why he's like not into like he'll see some of the 4-inch stuff or he'll see like the miniature G.I. Joe type stuff or he'll see things like that and he's just like, well yeah, that's all well and good, but like they're not gonna fit. Or like some of the 7-inch DC stuff, it's like, oh great, but why is the Flash 3 feet taller than the Ninja Turtles? You know, like it's
Right.
bizarre. So I managed to get him Midas and Brutus and Meow Squeeze and Kit, the cat on the little robot thing,
Yeah.
That thing is cool.
right? And it like comes apart like it does in the emote. You can do the emote and it like turns into like a motorcycle. You can make the character do that. That's very cool.
Yeah, that thing rules.
And then I got him this I think it was a 3-pack of the burger guy and tomato head and peely.
Hell yeah. Yeah, see,
And
there should
then-
always be that available.
Yeah, exactly. And then I tracked down Jonesy and the Foundation, and I was like, boom, there we go. Like, throw these guys in the mix. And the first thing he did, he like opened all of those up, and he was like, Midas is teaming up with Cobra Commander, and
Hell
Jonesy
yeah.
and these food people have to help stop him. I was like, there you go, exactly what I pictured.
The genius of play.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it says a lot that you can know those things, though. Like, not everybody has that. So, fucking good dad, Mahoney. Way to dad.
Right.
Good job.
Oh shit, here comes
The
the
only problem
HasLab
with
Giant
Will-
Man.
Only problem with Will is he then will be like, all right, will you play with me? And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's roll. And then we get into the playroom and he's like, all right, who you want to be? And I'm like, I'll. And then one of them will move and he's like, no, that's not what they're doing. That's not what they're saying. They're doing this. And he will not let there be anything other than whatever he comes up with. And which, fine, great. But then I'm like, what am I here for?
Right.
Why am I here?
You were there to stand up,
watch.
guys.
You're
One
just
look
here
at him
to-
and be
like-
like, I don't take notes. Like, yes,
Yeah,
and, son. Yes, and.
Like, I'm the chat, He's like, you're just sitting here to watch and
Yeah.
tell me when I do something cool and send me emotes.
Yeah, enjoy the
Like
That's
and
all I
show.
Subscribe.
want. Yeah.
Click that like button,
Okay,
fam.
bud. Yeah, he had a great Christmas. We threw the Giant Man in there. Giant Man is fine. I think the Sentinel is going to be cooler than Giant Man, but Giant Man is like almost too large to do anything. And then those hands, I remember when it was advertised, I remember sending pictures and being like, look at the fingers. They're like individually articulated at all the joints, but that's a fucking nightmare to try and move any of them because they all feel like they're going to rip off anytime you try to move them.
Oh.
So you have to like heat them up with a hair dryer and put the hand in whatever position you want it.
Like
So,
every time?
yeah, basically.
Oh God,
That's
no!
not
we just
great.
made fists. We just put them in 2 fists, and I was like, don't move the hands.
Yeah, maybe they
And so
should
then
have
what'll
just
happen is
done.
every so often Giant Man shows up to fuck shit up. I'm like, yeah, perfect. Put him
They-
back in the corner now.
They should have just
Yep.
done interchangeable hands, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like the articulated fingers seemed like a cool idea until they got like, no, you should not
What's
have done this.
crazy is I had that giant Spider-Man from the movie, the Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
18 inches tall, and it has that the individual joints in the fingers. They're perfect. Like it's
Yeah.
been 15 years. Like they're perfect.
These are way too stiff.
Different
That's so weird.
plastic,
That
probably.
first day we got it open and I tried to bend one finger and it was just turning white. And I was like, okay, let's leave these hands as karate chops for now. We'll deal with this later.
The worst was the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends, where they would articulate the fingers, but the fingers were all one piece, but you could
Oh,
never
yeah.
make like an actual fist or actually hold anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause some of them
It was-
would be like naturally like a fist, right? They'd be like a fist pose, sort of.
Yeah.
But then all 4 fingers would like, as a fist, move about a shittily
Yep.
placed axis.
I think
then-
it was the Sabretooth had the pointer finger was separate, and then the other 3 fingers
Yeah, I
Word.
think you're right.
And then like,
one piece.
and then the bullseye, all 4 were separate, which is nuts. But bullseye had all of his fingers were separated, and the Luke Cage they did was so fucking bad that they engineered the hand wrong, so that
Oh God.
I honestly can't even describe it. So they, let's see, Toy Biz Luke Cage. they fucked it up so bad because they did here we go. Here's a perfect example. Okay, so let me send you this. Here you go, nice. Take this. Put this up on the big screen. Show what we're fucking talking
Sweet
about.
Christmas.
Yep. Pull this up.
I have not received it yet.
I know, because everything is so fucking slow.
He's
What is time?
Tony Stark and Iron Man 2. He's taking over your screens.
There we go.
Yeah, straight up.
Zuckerberg's
Okay.
just making everything worse.
Check out that fucking. Okay, go down. All right, that hand, his karate chopping hand here. Okay, all right, keep going. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that thing.
God.
So they
Yeah.
engineered it so that the 4 fingers are like in between where the hinge is.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
my god.
Looks like
all
he
the
has
4
7
fingers
He's got, like,
fingers.
Extra fingers that got chopped off at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly. It's so fucking weird,
Looks like my cat.
and it's otherwise okay.
I
But that
remember
hand was
mine
out
had,
of control. It was
mine
ridiculous.
had loose hips too. It was one of my least favorite Marvel Legends for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. The move to interchangeable
at
hands
that.
was a huge step forward.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's
you
where
are
it's
so
at.
right. They should have done that. The weird interchangeable
That's
faces
insane.
that they sent with Giant Man, they should have just sent hands. Keep the
Yeah.
face. We would
Yeah.
have been fine with one face.
Because it got real weird, right? Isn't one of them like a skull?
It's a zombie.
The zombie. The
Zombie.
face.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But I think there might be 4 total. Maybe there's only 3 total. Maybe it's the one that came on the figure and 2 others. But I think it was the one and 3 others. And there's the zombie. But then there's just like other emotion. I'm like, in this one he's looking up. In this one he's mad. And I'm like, what do we need this for? what are we doing?
This one, he's about to hit his wife.
Oh, Kelly. He's
What's
about to hit his
happening?
wife and all of them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Seriously.
So weird. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
really sucks to spend that kind of money on something and not be just overly thrilled with it. that's a disappointment.
Yeah. At least it was like a year in the making. So like, I don't even remember what he cost. You know, like he showed up and I was like, yeah, this is fine. He looks cool in the playroom. That's fine.
He's a gift from past you.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
exactly.
Oh shit! I just remembered. I ordered one of those Sentinels.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Not the
Good.
HasLab
I
one.
really think. Oh, not the HasLab
No,
one?
not the HasLab one. The like $100
The
X-Men
97
97 one that looks more like
Yeah.
the animated
Oh,
series.
yeah. Isn't that
Nice.
still a HasLab?
No.
No,
Or I think it was
Oh.
just Hasbro
Mm.
Pulse.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the pull. Yeah,
Alright.
that's it. Yeah.
Whatever. That thing looks cool. I think that's gonna be better than Giant Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one of the other things I got him so many G.I. Joe classified figures, which in my opinion, best figures on the market. Like,
Yeah, no,
quality,
they
the
are really
accessories,
good.
It took them a
They
little
are
bit
phenomenal.
to get going.
They look fucking awesome.
yeah, they're really, really good. And so, Lee, as you pointed out, I was buying shit like all throughout the year, but that paid off so much. Because, like, when he first got into the G.I. Joe stuff, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm going to
Oh,
get
you
you a
start
couple
looking
of
back
things.
in the past, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to grab you a couple of things for Christmas. And I, like, go out and I'm like, oh, shit, Flint. Like, I never had a Flint. I'm getting you a Flint. And I, like, bought Flint, threw him in the Christmas pile. Come Christmas time, Flint is gone. Can't get him anywhere. And if you want to get him on eBay, it's like $100, like $75 to $100. And I'm like, these things cost a fortune in the secondary market. Like, this is practically an investment. Like, when they are gone, like what's the bat dude from the movie that they just did it? No, the
Oh, the Nightmare Shadow of Nightmare.
Globulus or whatever, or
something like that, yeah.
Nightmare and that dude. They did a Hasbro Pulse exclusive of him. He was like $45, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm like, he's never seen the movie. I don't think he's gonna want to see the movie. I don't really think that guy's all that cool. Anyways, I don't think I'm gonna get him. Sold out. He's on eBay now for like $125.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should have just bought one to sell. Like, what am I doing?
They've never had Serpentor available at retail. It's only ever been like little blink and you miss it on Hasbro Pulse. Or I think maybe he was a Comic-Con exclusive
like,
once.
Yeah, the secondary market on that fucker.
If you want to get Serpentor, he's like $225.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay that. I want a Serpentor. I love Serpentor.
Yeah.
But
Same.
I
was
can't.
Oh,
I
maybe
can't
I'll
pay
splurge and get that. I'm like, $225 for a 6-inch action figure. Like, what are we talking about?
That's a big
that's
splurge.
Even the Hiss tank. I was like, I didn't get to pledge for the Hiss tank. Like, can I get one? $600 and $100 shipping. No thanks. I don't need.
I know a guy who has 4 Hiss tanks.
Jesus Christ. Man, I respect the game.
Well,
you're right.
Like, at least give us like Serpentor on his own then.
Right. That's what I figured. Like,
yeah, because they did that Dr. Mindbender exclusive, and now they have the retro back that doesn't
Right.
come with anywhere near as much shit, you know? So like they could do Serpentor without the flying chariot thing and whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the chariot's cool and all, but at least give me an attempt to have the... I can't get the fucking figure unless I get your goddamn chariot one. Fuck out of here.
I'm surprised NECA hasn't released the pizza delivery Kino in stores as its own thing. It's only ever been the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive where it was $100 and paired with a bunch of garbage.
I've seen him. I've seen the one...
The training one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want that one.
They'll do it. They'll do it.
Yeah, you figure.
They can't help themselves. They're going to do it.
Yeah, NECA has never turned down a dollar bill.
Not one time. So, you know, while we're on the subject, Knives, what'd you hear our fucking music?
Oh, shit. I forgot we had even music for this thing.
Look at that. We do have music for that.
It's been... Oh, shit.
There it is.
Top 6.
6! I still like 6.
I didn't make a graphic because the topic was kind of amorphous before Showtime happened. So
Little bit. He was a little bit amorphous.
Picture the graphic in your own fucking heads.
Yeah. As is tradition, we're talking about our top 6 toys of 2024. Yeah.
Wait, are we doing toys? I thought we were just doing top 6 overall.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
shit.
we were
Whatever
free
you
balling.
want.
well, that's
You
what
know
I
what?
said. We could do top 6 toys. We could do top 6 comics, movies, TV, top 6 whatever of 2024. We're getting our top 6 of 2024 out of our system tonight.
Okay. Well, I prepped for toys, 'cause that's all I have then.
Yeah, I did toys too. Kelly, you only sent me one link and it was a toy.
Yeah. Well, that's because that was my toy of the
okay.
year.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Little
This is why I didn't do my list until right now.
It's been a while since we've done a
I
top
can
6.
put it together.
So, yeah, we'll just jazz it up.
Yeah, I got top 6 ring rust. This is what I got going on here.
No, you did perfectly, Lee.
You
all
did
right.
great, sweetie.
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
We
Thanks, guys. I
all
really
did a great
appreciate it.
job.
Yeah, everybody's a winner. it's wonderful. Yeah, so I did do just toys then. And I we do this a lot, and so I was smart enough to keep a running list throughout the year. And so it kind of take stuff up, take stuff down, kind of kick things up and down. And I got to tell you, it was a tough one to narrow down this past year with some wild shit. Like Mahoney said, you can almost do it with just Joe's if you wanted to. There've been some fucking really good ones, like really, really good ones.
It really were.
So, starting things off, because I got these 3 within the span of a week and could not pick one, so they become one entry because it was just too much to go through. And 1 week I got the Kickstarter Medieval Spawn came in, and they're throwing the pictures up of these if you want to check them out on the YouTubes or if you're watching lives, whatever. So the Kickstarter Medieval Spawn is for goddamn ridiculous. I gotta take some proper pictures of it.
Yeah, this picture does not do him justice.
No, it's nuts. There's paint on every fucking square millimeter of this thing. The articulation isn't the greatest, but it's a McFarlane thing. That's not what you're buying it for. But just the insane attention to detail. It has all these crazy magnetic swap out parts, which are super fucking fun. And
I do like the use of the magnets.
It's so
magnets,
fucking
that's a
cool.
nice touch.
technology is good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
We've
but it's
been
all still
really taken by magnets for at least like 15 years now. Us as a crew. How the fuck do they work?
no one will ever know. They'll never know.
Yeah, we like magnets back when there was underground.
Yeah. But like all the armor pieces on his shoulders are engineered in such a way that they don't impede the mobility of the arms. He's got an extra big fucking shield that's not even in the picture. He had
And that's a
boatload of
nice
heads.
move too, because you see a lot where like it looks cool, but it don't move.
Yeah, it moves all
Because
right.
The armor stops the arm.
Yeah, right. Now they did a good job on this one. You know, it's top 2. It's for McFarlane, it's some of the best engineering they've had in a minute. Definitely the best sculpt and paint detailing I've seen maybe ever. It's insane. Like it's wild to look at. The only ding on it is the rigid cape. I would like, because especially McFarlane's been moving into the soft goods lately on a lot of stuff. Like on the one hand, I would have liked to have seen a fabric cape. But on the other hand, I've never seen a fabric cape done well that got the collar, right? So almost like maybe you want a plastic collar, cowl kind of thing going into the fabric cape. Maybe that's the move, right? Because every time you see the fabric Spawn capes that they do every once in a while, they never look awesome. But maybe that's it, or have the hard option, but maybe throw in, like I said, a plastic cape or a plastic collar rather, with the fabric cape would have just knocked it out of the park. And then on Christmas Day, what's up?
I cannot confirm this. I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I did see somebody joke on Twitter that Todd McFarlane's doing a victory lap about Neil Gaiman today.
Yeah, I hope he does.
He should be.
Because was it not Medieval Spawn that was the issue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
yes.
of,
Yes, 100%.
yeah, because he was like, I invented Spawn on a horse and an angel. And they were like, "Get the fuck out of here. I guess we'll give you the angel, but spawn on a horse and go fuck yourself."
And then he sold the angel to Marvel.
Yeah, just being a prick. But what's interesting is that this one, like the first Kickstarter spawn they did, like the whole package is a presentation, right? This big oversized box and all these foam inserts and all this crazy cool shit. And the spawn came with a reprint of Spawn #1 because the Spawn figure came with a copy of Spawn #1 back in the day. So this is a new printing and it has like commentary shit in it. It was a pretty cool little additional gimmick. And I was very curious what they were going to do because I'm like, are they going to do Spawn 9? Would they dare do Spawn 9? Like, what? Because that's what was in with Medieval Spawn originally. That was his comic. It was Spawn #9, which is what we're just talking about, where Neil Gaiman sued for inventing Spawn on a horse and Angela. Instead, the comic that comes with Spawn, Medieval Spawn, is basically a book of like pinups and sketches.
All right.
Assorted panels from various series, which is actually kind of cool because you get to see different artist interpretation of the characters. It's not bad.
It's the Medieval Spawn swimsuit special.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Gambit
And
and the Speedo.
Got the Studio Series Optimus. People were talking about it being the best Optimus that they've ever made, and they're probably right. Like it's fucking wild. Just it's rock solid, looks amazing, articulation is great, the transformation is complicated but also intuitive. Like it all
shit.
kind of makes sense.
It still transforms?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this just looks like, what was the Hasbro series that was the Transformers, but they don't transform, they're just action figures?
Red, R.E.D.,
I
yeah, the
think so.
R.E.D.
I think
line, I
so.
get it. Yeah.
That's what this
Yeah, no.
looks like. This looks like just a super articulated, like SH Figure Arts Optimus Prime. The fact that this also transforms is wild.
No, it's very, very impressive. And it comes with a trailer that actually doesn't suck. It's not the same bullshit trailers they've been spitting out for the past like 5-6 years. The trailer is really cool. It's got all kinds of effects and stuff, blast effects. And since this is the Studio Series 86 design figure, which means they're kind of harkening back to the movie, he's even got effects pieces for the undercarriage of the truck that look like the jets from when he jets up to transform before he shoots Starscream in the face. It's pretty cool. And the window's open, and it's got the Matrix window and all that shit. Like it's very cool, very well designed. It's extremely impressive. And he's got individual articulated fingers that don't suck. It actually works pretty well. And then, so I got him for Christmas, and then a couple days later, I got the G.I. Joe Classified Road Pig and Raucus, and he's a big boy, you guys.
Thick ass boy.
Yeah.
He's
That
a
dude
big,
looking like
big boy.
Thick Cody Rhodes.
Straight up thick Cody Rhodes.
What does his tattoo say?
I bet you he finishes.
I
his
have
stories.
no fucking idea what that tattoo says. It's been driving me
It
crazy.
says American Nightmare.
I don't know what the hell it says. I have no idea.
It's
I even, like, tried to look it up.
Dreadnought. It's not Dreadnought, is it?
No, that's what I thought it would be, but I don't think it
says
is.
G.I. Joe has more than one royal family.
Yeah.
It says bleeding cowboy.
Whoa!
I know what the hell it says. But but
What's the dog's name?
He's a-
Ruckus?
Raucus, I think.
Raucus.
Raucus, I think. But it's another one of those cool figures. The dog figures, like he's got fucking 2 or 3 joints in each leg. Like he's super articulated, has an extra head that's snarling and shit. It's awesome.
Yeah.
When they do the animals in the classifieds, it's so rad. And he's got all kinds of options, different heads and masks and helmets and all kinds of crazy shit. Like I'm leaning big into options this year for reasons that are obvious if you've been paying attention. So they're great. Those are my all-in-one. And I'm not gonna do shout outs because
Yeah.
run along.
I've been kind of cherry picking G.I. Joe Classified, just kind of the ones that I really liked as a kid. But I think I might have to build a Dreadnoks team.
That's kind of where I'm at
Dreadnoks
this
are
point. It's
the
just-
Dreadnoks are awesome.
Yeah, I've been avoiding it, but like I'm gonna have to have Road Pig, but I might have to have all the Dreadnoks at some point.
Well,
And-
you better hurry up
Right.
because some of those dreadnoughts are already coming off the market and they are going for prices.
I mean,
shit.
I'm not that serious about it.
But one of the things I like so much about the Dreadnoks is because of the way that they designed these figures. They can, like, for me, taking photos and shit like that. They can be just dudes in a bar.
Right.
They can just be
Yeah.
fucking dudes,
Yeah.
props, like NPC characters as well. They're really, really fucking
Mad
good.
Max
really, really
characters.
good. Exactly. Especially this
Yeah.
son of a bitch. No, they're great.
Thick ass boy.
And so next up, I got from Cold Dog and Damn Toys, this crazy little robot dude called Homeless Joe. He captured my imagination the minute I first saw the preview of him like 2 years ago. And it's from a line called Death Gas Station. And they're these weird little robots with soft good clothes and just stylized to fuck and back. Like, it's incredible. And he's got all kinds of cool shit. He comes with a little wood burning oven,
Little
and
hobo plate.
a little hobo plate, and a little hobo bindle, and a backpack full of everything he needs. His little coffee maker, and a tent with a wired soft goods sleeping bag. Like, it's an incredible little piece. Just a weird little artsy fartsy little guy. Like, I fucking love this
I
little
just
dude.
Yeah,
noticed
that
the
dude
fucking
rocks.
Crocmaster crocodile back here.
Oh yeah, the crocodile's in the sewer. Gotta put.
But this is my first time noticing it.
Yeah. Little Easter eggs. Sometimes they're just for me. Sometimes people actually see them.
He's just so Hobo Joe's just so well lit and just whimsical that I just wasn't paying attention
Yeah.
to the crocodile.
No, he's fantastic. Like, he's really, really good. They have another set they call the Freedom Brothers that are two little robot guys that are in like black and white stripes, like they just came off a Chain Gang. They look so fucking rad. They're really cool.
And this is the 2012 Ninja Turtles sewer layer that you've kind of retrofitted for
Yeah.
your sets.
Yeah, I bet it's to build like a big, like deep thing as opposed to a big tall thing. And it's scaled for the smaller figures, but it works for what I'm
Yeah,
doing. For
gives
just
some
like
depth.
access tunnel type things, yeah. Pretty fun. Kind of a fucking cheat, but for however many years they've been doing them, I gotta say all the Street Fighters, because Jesus Christ, they've all been great. The Bison this year, they started off with a Bison figure that had swappable shoulder pads, one that hold the cape, one that don't. They swivel the shoulder pads swivel on an axis separate of the arm or chest, kind of like we were talking about earlier, so they don't get in the way. You can do whatever you want to do with your arms and shit like that. This doll seam here has swap off arms and legs that are bendy, stretchy. The rings the rings around his wrist are separate pieces. Both sets of arms have separate rings. The earrings in both of his heads are separate pieces in chrome. They fucking swing around. The
Wow.
necklace is a separate piece. The only thing I did to this, in this photo he's showing on the doll seam, the only thing I did to this is I did add a wash to the baby skulls around his neck. Otherwise, he's fucking perfect. Like, they're so good. They're all great. The Guile is awesome. But I got Cammy this year. She came out this year. There's just nothing wrong with any of them. Like, it's like the G.I. Joes. It's like for the money you spend, they're essentially perfect. Like, if you want anything else out of them for the price you're paying, you're an asshole. Sure, they could give you more stuff for the G.I. Joes, but fuck off, man. It's $25. What else do you want? They're fantastic. They're so good. I cannot recommend those Street Fighter figures enough. So
Yeah.
I think I'm all in on those damn things.
When I see Blanca, he will be mine.
Oh,
Yeah, I think at this point they've showed at least a prototype of all of them.
Yeah.
nice.
The way they trickle them out, just a couple, a few a year, so it will be a while before we see them all. But I think we've seen them all. They haven't released them. I think I've seen the last one I see was T-Hawk, and he looks like he's gonna be 7 inches tall, if not bigger. So they're fantastic. They're so good.
Guys, gonna
and
see
then-
Blanca and be like,
Next up, I got the Figure Obscura Frankenstein that the Four Horsemen Studios put out this year. Again, lots of options. You can do him in his laboratory get-up. You can do him, his fucking prison escape with all the individual shackles that have real chains on him and stuff. Then he has a whole other look that's got soft good pants with hair, and he's gross looking. He's got the yellow skin like they describe him in the novel, as opposed to the green shit you normally see in the movies. And that makes me happy because I'm a huge nerd for Frankenstein. And he came with a whole bunch of shit, like lab equipment and like tables and beakers and books and all kinds of crazy shit. So just tons of display options and just fucking value built into it. And I had never had a Four Horsemen figure before, and it's pretty cool. Nice to have a neat. If you're gonna start one, might as well get the Frankenstein monster.
This is
Although that pigeon is from something else. That pigeon is from a Mezco figure.
I was gonna make a joke that this picture is nice, but I don't know why you didn't include one of your pictures, Lee. This looks like a promo picture from the company.
Oh, I think it's very sweet of you. I do like that one though. I think that came out really nice.
Good.
And then what else? Okay. Talk about options, man. This one I actually won for free, which was the Theodore Sodcutter Bag-Headed Butcher Edition from Mezco.
Hell yeah!
I won this one of the photo contests, and it's all kinds of shit. He's got a long duster and like all these different like top hats and shit like that for like grave digger type shit.
Fans.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's got everything you need for the bag-headed butcher. That was like, this is who he looks like, a Jason Voorhees-esque serial killer, where there's even the wire in the hood. I mean, the hood rather has a wire in it, so you can pose the hood as if it's in motion as well, which is pretty fucking cool.
That's a nice touch. Give the face a little more detail. Doesn't just
Yeah.
Are
All
those
these
little
crazy monster heads, all the eyes light up. They're fucking great.
Are those
he's
little
incredible.
shit monsters?
I don't know what they are, but he came with 6 of them. He came with 6 little monsters.
6 little turd
The lantern
monsters.
lights up. The lantern lights up. He's got shovels and axes and a bunch of hands and all kinds of crazy shit. And severed head, where you get there's a piece you can put in the severed head to make it to where he can hold it by the hair, like you're dragging it around, like holding it like a head lantern.
That's
Ah.
cool.
Literally a head lantern.
Like
oh,
the
it's
Fiend.
so badass.
Like the Fiend,
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, he's tremendous. He's great. You gotta be a little careful with his arms because they're really long and lanky, and the joints are engineered in a way that's very unusual, just because of the way his proportions work. Like the shoulders work kind of weird, I think, so that he can have the hump back. I think they have to design the joints a little differently, so it's a little tricky, especially when you can't necessarily see what's going on because of the clothes. But it's fucking awesome. And,
Question.
Last one.
Question before you move on to your last
Yes,
one
please.
about your creative process
Yes,
for
please. Yeah,
your Mezco pictures. So this little guy here, is that your little flair that you threw in there, or is that part of the photo contest? Is you got to throw in the little Mezit guy?
Yeah, the little Mezzo guy has got to be in for the contest.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Well, yeah, whatever. But a lot of times, if I'm setting it up and it happens to be Mezco shit, I'm gonna put the little guy in there to put him in the contest.
Just in
Why not,
case,
yeah.
yeah.
Why the fuck not? But yeah, he's that nasty rotting face is it's fucking cool. It's great. And the last one is a real out of left field deep cut. I just found this one just scrolling through YouTube one day, probably a little elevated. It is the Mini Force Super Cops Justice Titan, which is from a South Korean children's program. And it turns into one of the biggest, dumbest goddamn robots I've seen in a hot minute. And look at all that fucking color. Like, there are about a bajillion paint apps on this goddamn thing.
Is this from that show we were standing at that booth watching at Toy Fair?
No, that was a different thing. That looked
Okay.
awesome. I forgot about that. Yeah, that thing looked badass. But no, this is something else entirely. It's they had some Mini Force on Netflix for a minute, and I guess
Will was into Mini Force for a month.
yeah.
And
I guess
have not heard about them in forever.
it's still a thing, I guess, and they're doing like they do with the Power Rangers, where they just like keep on going and new themes and new toys and shit like that. And the thing about these fucking South Korean toys, they're extremely well made.
Yeah.
Like, the quality is off the fucking charts. Like the plastic feels good. Like, you just look at them; they're painted to death. The chrome pieces, all this crazy shit, lights and sounds and whatever, and just a big beefy boy. And it was when I got him in early last year and put him on the shelf, I'm like, I think I am all out of room for big robots. We're switching to the mini model kits. I am all out of room for big robots. Look at that big son of a bitch.
You got so many robots.
He's rad as hell.
Just a
Yeah, he's
cacophony of robots just in this whole area right here.
Yeah, it occurs to me now that really fucks up. You can't tell what the hell you're looking at because there's all kinds of goofy bullshit in the background as well.
Yeah.
Not the best backdrop, but I sat at my desk in the middle of the afternoon. But yeah.
A cab.
Yeah, there's also
You
that. But he's
Years
one of
ago
the good
when
ones.
Katie was probably like 2, maybe 3. There was this show she liked called Super Wings, and they had toys from Korea. And I ordered this like van from Korea, and when it got here, it would play music, but it was in Korean. And the first time I hit that and it started singing in Korean, I was like, I don't know what I expected, but I definitely did not expect that. Like, I was not prepared for it to sing to me in Korean, and I don't know why.
Why would it do literally anything else?
I know. I know.
That's wonderful. All right, what you got, Nice?
All right, what do I got here? All right, let's see. First off, this was a long-awaited figure. Been waiting for a while for this one. And it is one of Jose's uncles.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Tatsu from Ninja Turtles movie 1, 2. Was he in the third one? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't really watch that third one. Not really sure what the deal was with Tatsu and NECA. They said for a while that the actor didn't want to give his likeness rights. So it's interesting that the box for this figure doesn't have any movie stills or pictures of the actor. It's all pictures of the figure. So maybe it's just one of those occasions like with the movie Shredder where they're like, okay, it's not the actor, but it doesn't not look like the actor.
Right.
Yeah, it might be a legally distinct kind of
Yeah,
thing.
legally distinct Tatsu. And you know what?
They call him Lawsuit.
Today was my first time fucking with the little oops, spoiler. Today was my first time fucking with the little foot soldier
Oh, don't
thing.
be showing the butthole.
But I don't
It's
know
cool.
if I am doing it right. It's not really clear how he's supposed to hold it.
I think shit, I did a picture of that.
You did. I should have looked it
Yeah.
up.
I think you have it backwards. I think he's supposed to hold the other way,
Uh-huh.
and so he can like drape over the palm of his hand. I think that's the way it
Gotcha,
goes.
gotcha,
I think that's the way it goes. It fits. Once you fuck around with it, it fits really well in one of the hands.
But it's cool.
You'll know when you got it.
It's a character that was much needed in the Ninja Turtles movie display. So I think we might be done. I think we might be done with that display. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, unless they do, like I said, they do like the single pack the
Yeah,
Kino. I'll get
Still
it.
need
but otherwise
Kino.
I'm
I
done.
need a Vanilla Ice. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe
hell yeah.
at some point if they have the Dr. Perry, not through their website and not a 2-pack of
Right.
the same guy, maybe I'll get him too. So.
But this one was on my list too for a minute. Like really surprised to see the soft goods on his guy. Like I didn't expect it at all.
Yeah, they could have just made him a parking cone, right?
Yeah.
So that was my number 6. My number 5, Jada Toys Chester Cheetah.
Look at that guy.
My mother-in-law got this for me off
Nice.
my Amazon list for Christmas. She was the only one to get me a toy off my Amazon list. No, my parents got me one, but my dad made sure to tell me that it was the last one. I was only getting one toy this year.
What a dick.
So,
Well,
but it's
maybe
pretty,
he just,
that
keeping that trend.
yeah, that's what you got to look
Oh, no.
forward to in the future, Mahoney. Giving Will all these amazing Christmases is, at some point you're going to tell him he doesn't get toys anymore for Christmas.
Yeah, imagine.
But Chester's pretty cool. He's my first
You'd be like, you
Jada
fucking
Toys.
hypocrite, Dad.
I want the cereal mascot, so I'll be getting all of those. He comes with a little Cheetos bag. He's got little cheesy fingers. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little.
The cheesy fingers is an awesome
Little
touch. That's
action
fucking
figure.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
This one I think I got for my birthday, but I only just put it together over the course of a day over Christmas break. I got the Star Wars
that's
trash
cool.
compactor
Ooh.
little Lego set diorama. It's fucking awesome. So the walls actually move.
Oh no shit.
Everybody
That's
has
cool.
their own little spot, and it just kind of connects together perfectly, so you can move
That's
the walls
cool.
in and out. So yeah, it was a pretty cool little one-day build.
Oh, without disturbing the figures.
Yep. So they all
That's
have their
cool.
little spot that they stand on.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
gets
That
like crushed
rocks.
or anything. Talking about G.I. Joe Classified. Shout out Mahoney for the Mutt and the Junkyard. One of my favorites from the Real American Hero days. Partially because he had a dog, partially because he had a mustache like my dad. But again, G.I. Joe Classified knocks it out of the park with the little animal characters. Look at this fucking guy. He's so
Look
mad.
at that guy.
Check
Look
out
at
the
those
sweet
articulated paws.
articulated paws. I
Those,
think it's the
those
same
figures
body.
look so fucking
I
good.
think it's the same body on the Raucous from Road Pig. Just
Quite possibly, yeah.
It's unreal.
And then Junkyard's got a swappable face too. What a good little boy.
Oh.
What a sweet baby boy. Do I got more
Aw.
pictures of these guys? Okay, yeah, there's one more picture of Mutt. And then
Oh, look at him.
I got a bunch of the NECA
Ooh.
Archie's Comics stump wrestlers, the Ninja Turtles. So I got the 4-pack of the Turtles. I got the big Crying Hound guy with the 4 arms who, when I was at my Turtles peak, I distinctly remember getting the episode of the issue of the Archie Comics with Crying Hound on the front where he's fighting all the turtles, where
Oh, yeah.
Raphael's in blackface. But I was convinced by Preternia to get this guy, Belly Bomb. He's part of the Archie line, but he's not part of the wrestling line. But fucking look at this guy. Look
Yeah,
at
look at
this.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big chunky stomach. The mouth on the stomach articulates. The eyeball articulates. He's got eyeballs on his hands. Just fucking so cool. Like the teeth are pointy and sharp. Just an amazing action figure, and the best one that I picked up from NECA this year, where I picked up a few less than previous years, and I had been hearing that NECA had improved their plastic quality and their articulation. Like their new Bebop and Rocksteadies are supposed to be real good. I got the Vacation Bebop and Rocksteady, and like you can't articulate them. Like they've got one pose. Like Rocksteady comes with a visor because they're supposed to be dressed up like tourists. He comes with a visor that doesn't like connect to anything. It's just supposed to fucking sit on top and just not be
that's
disturbed. Yeah, super lame. So a little disappointing, but this guy delivers on all fronts. And then my number one, probably the greatest action figure I've seen in years, let alone this year, is Talos from the Marvel Legends Disney Plus wave from Secret Invasion.
Look at
Someone's
him.
ears is ringing right now.
Fucking look at this Ben Mendelsohn figure. Just amazing. Just incredible. Look at this gorgeous man. I have a Ben Mendelsohn action figure collection.
Lee, you want to talk about figures you need for your photo shoots? You need this guy. This guy could be getting robbed at an ATM. He could be sitting at the bar. Like,
After we
you
talked
gotta
about it
have
last
him.
time, I went looking for them and they didn't have any because I was only going to get a couple.
Now that I'm looking at this picture, he's got kind of a gap between his collar and his neck.
Yeah, his head looks like it's not
Oh,
attached
yeah.
to his
Yeah.
body, but he's
That's
totally
where the
fine
scroll
with it.
stuff's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I know he's a scroll, right? Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, wait,
number
it was
one with a
never
bullet.
mystery that he was a scroll.
Ben Mendelsohn action figure. Collect them all.
Gotta catch them all. Mendelsohn. What you got, Jose?
All right. This is what I got. So I was on Kelly's level. I went like
It's fine.
all
it's
over
fine.
the board,
We
bro.
talked
All
about
good.
it.
All
we
good.
We had this discussion.
But I do got toys, and I should have got you ready. The Nyes for my birthday got me the black and white monster turtles. The
Nice.
4 set, and they're black and white, and I am excited
That's really cool.
for those.
Those are really
motherfuckers,
cool.
which is cool. Which
Oh yeah,
I-
Jose, you're unpacking, so it's like you're just getting toys all over again.
yeah, it's been fucking Christmas. So,
That 4-pack available on Amazon right now for $135. That is a deal.
That actually is a pretty good deal.
So, and then I also found the 2-pack of the Raphael Werewolf and Leonardo Hunchback that was black and white. I thought it was.
Oh, that's right. They did 2 of those, yeah, because he was a hunchback
Yeah.
first, and now that sea creature is much cooler, I think.
It's
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of my favorite gimmicks from those is the see-through shell on the Invisible Man Donnie is such a cool gimmick.
It's stupid, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all of them in color, and I regret it because the black and white is so fucking cool looking.
Yeah, they are cool. I'm very excited to. I haven't even opened them yet, but I got plans.
Yeah, I'm talking about a shelf in one of my turtle displays and just doing like a Frankenstein's lab type setup.
Yeah.
Lots of big
Fuck yeah.
stones and tables and shit, and just throw them all in there.
Fuck to the yeah. Number 5, fucking like a big adult, finally got a goddamn reliable card. Don't gotta worry about that no more. Me and the lady were
Hell
sharing
yeah.
for a couple years, so fucking
That's awesome.
daddy gets to go to work on his own, which fucking sucks. Goddamn workshops here. I'm
Look at
I'm
you
normally
getting what you asked
off
for.
in December, man. I had to work so many days in December. It was stupid.
Reaping
But
what
it's
you,
cool.
or no, sowing what you reaped or something.
Yeah, we be reaping.
He's reaping, he's rapping, he's hipping, he's hopping.
Jose's got that issue where you accidentally become important at work, and it ruins your life.
Oh no.
Oh,
yeah.
too good.
Yeah.
But Jose's got the right idea. He's hiring more people to take care of the stuff that's important so that he doesn't have to worry about it.
There you go.
I got plans.
Delegation.
I got strategies in place. So going into even growing up more, me and the lady got a house soon after that. So that's fucking cool. So
That is fucking cool, dude.
no HOA bonfires in this motherfucker.
Talk about getting what you asked for, too.
I'm like, shit. 10 minutes at the most?
Yeah, 10. Me and Jose are 10 minutes away from each other, and then the place that I do business at is like 2 minutes away from there. The place that what? That's so stupid sounding.
For when
Where
gotta
you
do your
work?
business.
No, I don't want to say that.
Like,
The place
talking about
unto where I
requires
do
business.
my business.
like, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck?
Listen, sometimes there's business that needs to happen.
And when it happens,
Sometimes
it happens
you
at
Do
this
some stuff and you
place.
spend some time and they pay you for your time.
Exactly.
Doing the business.
Exactly. I do some business about 2 minutes away.
You know, we got a thing worked out. You know. Hey, respect. Do that business, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
Business
way,
isn't gonna do itself.
by the way, Mary has finally revealed that information to both of her parents, so that'll be interesting next time. Next time we
Nice.
see them.
That's when you look at him after you hand him a drink and be like, eh? What'd you think? What'd you think of the drink? What'd you think? You feeling it yet?
Yeah.
Give
I
him
mean,
the old
and then be like,
Neil
no, not yet. Okay, just let me know. Wink really rapidly when you feel it.
Gaiman. Start swinging your arms.
So, you guys swinging? So in being big boy pants and getting big boy house, that also means big boy finally unpacking everything. Like not just like what can fit where I'm at right now. Like no, everything out the fucking. No more storage. Get the fuck out of here. No more box. If it's in a box, open that shit. Cut it open. Get it out.
And
So
it's like,
I did find.
if it's not
the
going
what?
on display, then it needs to go somewhere else, right?
Yeah. So I'm making piles. I got piles of I want to put out, and I got piles of projects. And boy, do I got a pile of projects.
A few years back, I don't know if you guys all remember the Marie Kondo. I forget what her show was called, but she was the little Asian lady that would come in and help white people organize their houses. And,
Right,
And
right,
her
right,
gimmick
right.
was you hold something in your hand and you ask yourself, does this thing bring me joy?
Does it spark joy? That was
Yes,
it, right?
does
Yeah.
this spark joy?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
that helps you decide whether or not you keep it or not. More recently, I've heard this concept of the poop test. If
Oh yeah, I've
you
heard that.
pick something up and imagine it was covered in poop, would you clean it off or would you throw it away? And that's how you decide
Who's poop?
If you keep something.
Like
Well,
You
whoever
He's like, there's
pooping-
just some poop I ain't
you
cleaning.
have a thing and a dog shits on it. Would you throw it out or would you clean it? And if you would throw it out, just throw it out.
Right. Like, if I got shit on my Rancor, I would clean it off. If I got shit on my Director Krennic figure, I would probably... No, actually, no. That has some...
Oh,
sentimental
yeah.
value.
How are you
That's when-
gonna not wash the shit off your number one toy of 2024?
No. That was Talos. Krennic
Oh.
was not number
definitely.
one.
Yeah, but same guy,
It
right?
would take a big hit.
Could you imagine his pain and suffering he would feel knowing?
Mendelssohn collection would take
twin?
a huge hit.
No, they're coming out with more Mendelssohn. More Mendelssohn
Not
all the time.
Or are they?
More Mendelssohn coming Mendel soon.
I'm looking around and I'm like, I guess if you shit on Dr. Fate, I'd throw him out.
Right?
But like, I mean, I definitely clean off Destro and probably that Etrigan.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
The man
See,
that's
I've
pretty
got,
dope.
I've got a lot of paper goods.
No, yeah, that's a thing too.
That-
Yeah.
Raises an issue.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Well, but do you have an issue with what type of paper goods you're keeping?
But like,
Keep it.
if it's shit stained, I'm not keeping it, no matter what it is.
Right. So that's a little tougher with like comics.
Yeah, you can't apply it to everything.
Yeah, because some of the things is once it's shit on, like it's ruined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's
How about
garbage
this? How
no
about
matter
this?
what now.
How about this? All your comics
Okay.
are bagged in this scenario. If you have
Yeah.
a comic and it got and the bag got covered in shit, would you clean off the
The
bag?
comic
or
is
would
still
you-
100%.
Yes, or would
Yeah,
you
I mean,
throw
I
the
would
whole
just
thing out.
fucking whip that bag in the trash instantly.
Whip the bag in the
Well,
trash.
yeah, but then there you go. Kelly
I
still
think
wins
in
no
this-
matter what. Then he's just like, well,
I-
I'll just take the comic out the ship bag.
But you also risk
I think
getting
in this scenario, in this made up hypothetical scenario, the rules you're living by is everything can have the shit cleaned off of it.
Okay.
It's would you take the effort?
But also,
I feel like most of my things I would.
if you're pulling the comic out of the shitty poly bag, there's a chance you still might get shit on the comic.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you would just rinse off the bag and then
eat
pull
the
it out.
bag.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Ooh. Eat that bag.
Okay,
Like it
I've
just
got
gets
this.
progressively worse and worse.
I've got this McFarlane Gorilla Grodd that I believe I paid $6 for over like Black Friday or something. If that got shit on it, I would throw it out.
Yeah, but
Well,
Gorilla
sure.
God's he's nasty. He's badass. All he does is fling shit. And he'd be like, "What? I'm in my natural habitat."
How can you be mad at me for being covered in shit when I'm a
Yeah.
gorilla?
Yeah, it's like being
Tell
mad
what
at
am
a
I supposed
snake
to
for
fucking
biting
do?
you.
Come on.
You know what? Fine. Throw me outside on the skunk ape now.
The origins of skunk ape. Some Gorilla Grodd that got shit on and was thrown out.
Gorilla Grodd killed my whole family. No.
So, with going with unpacking, I have found a lot of toys that I have bought twice.
Oh no.
Oh,
So that's kind of cool. So projects pile got bigger.
Yeah, you got some custom fodder, huh?
Yeah. With unpack finally getting to put everything where it belongs. So my Tetris brain autism, it's still a little hoardy, but it's slowly becoming together, which is exciting. So
no, that is exciting.
I'm happy to get this place to a place where it's at least half of what I want from it to be. So
Baby
that's pretty
steps.
cool.
Yeah. It'll
Which
take time.
also crushing it with your shit, which I dig. So
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're an inspiration, Lee Rodriguez.
an inspiration to all, and to all a good night.
Been talking to Jose about making a double date trip to IKEA to look at some display cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Ooh.
And then if we don't like them, we might just burn them.
What the fuck? That is so specific.
So I got all the toys separated, but I have a box of boxes of unboxed Joes.
I tried to tell him to get rid of the boxes.
I am thinking, no, okay, okay. I have two boxes. I have one big box of the empty Joe boxes, but then I have another box of Joes I haven't even opened yet because I got them while living at Travis's, but I didn't want to
Open them and have
it was
everything
easier
get
to just
lost.
put them in
Yeah.
a box and
Yeah.
pack them. I know we're
Yeah.
moving. Then
Yeah. You get ready. You get ready to get real. You fucking hit me up. I got systems. I got systems, and yeah, we'll collab on that.
Yeah, you need
Jose,
you need,
have you considered put him in the fire?
a
I
lot
don't
of
burn the
plastic.
No, I ain't burning no Joes. I'm burning. What I would. Well, here's the one cool thing was when I did do
Yeah, you're
the
not gonna burn the
purge.
Joes. You haven't had a chance to shit on them yet.
Yeah. When I did the purge of all my other boxes, I pulled the plastic out
Right.
and kept that for like
Oh, that's not bad.
windows and
Oh, there you go.
other
Oh,
plastic
that's very clever. Yeah.
crafting capabilities down the line.
If you really want to gain some extra space, I highly recommend getting rid of as many empty toy boxes as you can.
No,
Oh,
I just had that talk. So right now, all I have are my Joes and my NECAs. But I am thinking about
Yeah,
just
yeah,
tossing. Like,
like-
get the fuck out of here.
I've got
boxes.
boxes and boxes of empty boxes of NECA turtles, but you know, that's my main dog there, the collection. And you know, a lot of the packaging, you know, they got like the gatefold covers and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm now the Mezco boxes I'm debating because those things come with a lot of shit.
Oh
but
yeah, those are real nice. Too.
Yeah, Mezco boxes you keep.
yeah.
I'm talking like off the shelf from Target action figures.
Get the
those
fuck out of here.
boxes can go in the
boxes.
trash.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Into the
I'll-
fire.
after I pull the plastic.
Yeah.
Responsible,
I
no
fucking
HOA.
wish
burn.
I had thought of that. That's
Yeah,
genius.
no. So I
Like,
did, and
that's
what's
really
cool
good.
is they can lay flat. So if you have them in like a shoebox or whatever thing will fit what you got, you can stack
No,
them
that
pretty
rocks.
high and keep
No,
a
that's
lot,
awesome.
keep them organized. Yeah, and then that's like plastic for any clear plastic you need for any fucking crafting. Get up in it.
That rocks.
We'll collab. I'll send you some plastic. You sent me some straight cuff.
Hell yeah.
Please, let's not be using the postal service to send trash to each other. We can all make our own trash.
Hey, supplies.
Remember when you actually sent trash for Jax?
Oh, he was fucking thrilled.
He says, "I'm going to shove this down the
Fucking
toilet so quick."
thrilled.
So, going to the next in unpacking also. So we've had a shitload of just Lego sets accumulating.
That's a good one.
And we bought like some bookshelves to display some shit. And we just had a fucking Lego night and just Legoed out.
That's awesome.
I built a bunch of. God damn it! I think I have a picture. So we like kind of, she's got her Harry Potter books and she's got her Harry Potter Lego owl going on. So we kind of, I have like a little nook of the cows, the Batman cows.
Yeah, those are cool.
You got an owl. Who's not the most problematic Englishman this week?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I didn't put anything in anyone's fatty.
So what happened?
Wait, who is this? Is this JK or is this somebody else?
JK.
this is
Came around, like,
I summoned
talking
JK.
about Neil Gaiman taking the hit for her.
Yeah, Neil
What-
Gaiman
what
outed as a
he?
sex pest.
The guy that wrote a bunch of weird shit turned out to be weird.
Well, yeah,
I put
and
no fingers nowhere.
I feel like that other shoe's been wanting to drop for years now, and it just finally tumbled down.
Yeah. And that dude's
Yeah.
real fucking weird.
I could not read the article because they did their expose on all of his horrible behavior behind a paywall, which is a bold choice, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
when
then
you're going around, when your kid's going around calling the girl slave, shit's fucked.
oh my
Yes,
god!
I don't know the full details of it, but like I feel for anybody who Neil Gaiman like abused his power to put into situations that they felt they couldn't say no to. Neil Gaiman feels like such a fucking weirdo. That is absolutely the type of guy that you should be like, no, I will not be spending any time alone with you. Like, I don't want to go to dinner with you. I don't want to go to a restaurant or a hotel room or your outdoor bathtub or whatever the fuck you got. Like, no thanks, you fucking
Someone
weirdo.
on Blue Sky put it best. Amanda Palmer was his Ghislaine.
Ah, yeah.
Kind of seems that way.
She's always been
oh.
sketchy.
Yeah, it's not.
I
cool.
forgot. They were like, were they together or were they just buddy?
Still are.
They were married for years.
Married.
Or they're not still married?
Well, they're in the process of getting a 5-year-long divorce.
Oh, you don't say.
Okay. Sounds like the thing that should take 5 years.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Milk it out.
Just consider just how in the grand scheme of things, the amount of power Neil Gaiman could wield in this world was minimal. Like more than a regular person without a comic book, but we're still talking about a fucking comic book guy.
Yeah. Well, he
see, this is the thing.
transitioned
I
into
was-
a real book guy too.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. I was saying to Lisa the other day, I was like, I know him as a comic book guy, but there's an entire generation of people who would be like, oh, he used to do comics? I only know him as a book guy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so,
Just
I mean, yeah, he had, if you were an aspiring author, you know how they all are. They
Yeah.
find somebody who wants help, and then they exploit them, and they do shit to them, and then they're like, you can't tell anybody or I won't help you, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just your textbook evil.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, will you help me get my book published? And they're like, sure, hop in my outdoor bathtub and accept this finger in your ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Just silly little guy things.
yeah.
Here,
Well,
here, look at Jose's
that's fucked
Batmobile. I showed you my Batmobile. Please comment.
That's a nice Batmobile.
And then I'm gonna end this with got a fucking
Yep.
got the new Xbox. So play Indiana Jones, folks. That game fucking rules.
Oh, I'm so excited for that to come to the PlayStation.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
It is really good. It is really good. So they do a perfect balance of if you want to completely go and it's Arkham. You feel like you're Indiana Jones. The voice acting's pretty good.
Is it Harrison Ford?
No, it's
No. Okay.
what's his face?
His
The guy, he
brother,
does everything.
Alphonse.
I think he's The Last of Us. Troy Baker. Troy Baker
sure.
does the
Yeah.
voice.
Okay. I could totally see that. Yeah.
Yes. And when he's hitting the one-liners, the little quips, like it's awesome. It's like living. It's Arkham for Indiana Jones.
That rocks.
You make sure you hit somebody with a guitar.
Fucking
Jarrett?
Double J style.
Yes, you get an achievement for boinging.
You call them slapnuts?
I called them slap nuts,
Good.
but you get to hit you ever blew up? So my new favorite thing is I throw dynamite in an area and they're all like, what the fuck? And they all run to the area to see why the dynamite blew up. But what they didn't see was the second dynamite. You ever blew up 20 Nazis with a stick of dynamite? It's pretty cool.
That's
And they go,
that's a plot from the Hunger Games, Jose. That's what they did in that book.
well, it works. Spoiler alert. It works.
Fuck.
But do recommend. It like the punching, it's the old school sound effects. The Wilhelm scream is in there.
Ah, that's cool. I like
It's
that.
like you feel so what I was saying, so you like Arkham, they have all the little side missions, the side quests and all that shit. So you level up your character by finding these books around the world and you use your experience points so it's like your heavy hits harder, your whip, you can now grab people and pull them towards you, things like that.
Oh, yeah, all that shit. Yeah.
So but if you don't find the books, you never upgrade that. So there is like there's some puzzles, there's some treasure finding, there's little knickknacks you can find, there's little side quests that expand the story that takes you deeper, or you can just roll through the storyline because they have some of these missions where you have to like find 4 photos or do something. The total amount might be 20. But once you do 4, you've done enough to advance the story. And they got Tony Todd's in it, R.I.P.
Oh, nice.
R.I.P. Lawrence Fishburne.
A lot of a bunch of real character actors,
That's
motion
cool.
cap
I like that.
for it.
I like that.
It is. Do recommend. Like I am 100% up to this
I
point.
hadn't even heard of it until you mentioned it. I guess because it's an Xbox and I've only got
I
PlayStation.
didn't
That's
either.
Why? Yeah.
And then a friend told me about it because it was coming out for free on Xbox. If you get the Game Pass with the Xbox, they do that certain games day one launch, it just drops
Yeah.
straight to fucking Game Pass. And I was like, holy shit. All right. I downloaded it. It's first person, but it does a beautiful job of like when you whip to climb things, like Batman's grapple, it switches to third person, so you have a better view of what you're doing in certain
I would
situations.
like it to be third person all the time, please.
It works though. It works. It does work. I thought it was going to be more Uncharted-ish, but it's
That's what I.
It's
was hoping for.
not. It's not. It takes a second to get used to, but it's awesome. Like the fighting, you can counter, you can parry, sock them in the face. You can do missions where like there's underground fight clubs. You gotta fight
very
people.
difficult to do in first person. Okay, all right.
But
Why not?
it's smooth. It's smooth. The gameplay's smooth. The way you use your whip, when you can start cracking your, like if they're holding a weapon, you can sock it out of their hand. You can grab a guy. I snapped a dude's neck from behind with the whip. It's
Family
awesome.
game. For children.
The favorite thing I like to do is if I see a guy by a ledge, I'll push him off.
Hell yeah.
You're talking about in this Indiana Jones game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to make pretend, see, yeah.
Not just like downtown.
Yeah, see, yeah. Do recommend though, if you can get your hands on it, if it comes to the PlayStation, I put some time into it and I've enjoyed everything, especially if like that's your jam, that's what you grew up on, you know what I mean? Like that character, Indiana Jones before the Crystal Skull. It's very much like the old. When you go to another like destination, they do the whole map with the red line with how you're getting there.
Oh, that's cool.
Underlaid under the map, just like how they travel in the movie. It's fucking awesome. It's top notch.
That last Indiana Jones movie was a good time if you haven't seen it.
Did not see that one yet. Put it on the list.
Good. You'll like it.
Fire Pit
I
and
watched
an indie.
them maybe a year ago now, and I was pretty surprised at how much I enjoyed Crystal Skull because I think I had only watched it the first time I ever saw it, and I was like, "This is not very good." And then I was like, "Why did I not like this? This is fine."
I have not seen Crystal Skull either, so maybe we'll do an old man. Well, because it came out in the theaters. In the theaters, sometimes some of the movies I'm iffy on when I'm out of town traveling. If I miss it and I never heard anything good about it, I'm not going to go waste my money. I'll watch it on home. And I never heard anything good about it at the time. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
I promise you did not.
Probably would have heard about it from me. I said it was good.
Yeah,
It definitely got.
He said that you didn't hear them
press.
lies from me, motherfucker. That movie is the shit.
Yeah, I just remember collectively people being very unkind to that movie.
Yeah.
Well, weren't they supposed to pass it to the beef, and they kind of didn't?
Yeah,
Oh, they
basically.
definitely did not.
They definitely made it seem like they were going to, and then they were like, "Nope, psych."
Yeah, pulled that rug.
There's a
And
world
even
out
then,
there
it was like,
somewhere.
"What are you doing? He's too old to ever do this again." And then he was like, "No, I'm fucking not."
Write it in the script. I am too old to do this again.
He's like, the only way I'm doing another Indiana Jones is you gotta have somebody shoot me with a lightsaber.
We should set it in the 1960s, and Indiana Jones should be like, "Wow, look at all these black people."
I hear they're gonna be able to vote soon. All right, Kelly, what you got? I know you have, maybe nothing from the past 6 months, but the first 6 months are pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I got some stuff. All right.
He said,
Let's see.
I got things, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
All right. Yeah, I have things from the past 6 months. So let's go with my favorite movie of the year.
Nice.
It's got to be Frankie Frico. Lee, have you
Oh.
seen Frankie Frico?
I need to watch that.
I have started to sit down and watch it like 3 times and have not yet. Is it great? It looks great.
It's so good.
It looks so
it's
good.
very much the movie that you see someone watching in a movie and you're like, damn, I wish I was watching
Hell
that
yeah.
movie.
So
I felt that about the Aquaman movie from Entourage.
I mean, that was a
Like,
fake
why
movie.
can I watch that?
Yeah, you got a guy hanging out with a bunch of weird little puppet dudes going on adventures.
Yeah, because if you don't
Fucking
know,
great
it's
time.
basically it's like an adult version of Munchie, like movies like that of that
Yeah.
era.
They look
it's
like
that
little
kind of a
garbage
take
pail
on-
kids.
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
And it's
And
the
that-
Psycho Gorman director, right?
Exactly. It's the Psycho
Yes.
Gorman director, which immediately leads me into my favorite toy of the year, which I do have a visual aid for, the RX Nemesis Psycho Gorman Sofubi figure.
That's so fucking cool.
Psycho
Look at that little guy.
Gorman.
So good. This is the second wave they did with the paint job that's kind of closer to how he looks in the movie.
Iridescent.
Yeah. I was so happy to get this thing.
I showed Psycho Gorman to Jax recently. He fucking loved it.
Good. As he should.
Yeah.
Love Psycho Gorman, but raises his nose to Jackass.
Well, those boys were getting hurt for real.
So as long as he knows it's
That's
not
not
real.
funny. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Psycho Gorman got one of those dragon tail dildos that you see online. Is this what that is?
Oh, what the fuck is that called? Oh, what is it? I don't know.
Well, that's the meat sword he makes.
Meat sword. He
Yeah,
is a
so
beautiful boy.
Guys,
A
you,
little-
you should smoke a meat sword on the smoker.
Fucking give me wild ass ideas and I'll smoke it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite toy of the year. Runner up, which Lee, I'm surprised you didn't have in your list, was the Marvel Legends Death's Head.
It was on the list. It was on the long list for sure. 'Cause it is really cool too.
It's real good. That is the first Marvel Legend I've bought in a long time. Actually, no, that's not true. I bought the Japanese Spider-Man one.
But
Never
that
mind.
head is awesome.
Disregard.
He's a big chunky boy too.
Yeah, he is. All right. So
You know how many heads he comes with? One, because his face doesn't
One.
fucking change, nerd.
My number 4 thing is my favorite anime of the year, and that is Dan to Dan.
That is a
Katie
fun
just watched
time.
that the other day. She loved it.
good.
It's so
It's
fun.
so good. The secret part of that show is that while it's about aliens and ghosts and shit, it is just a romantic comedy.
She watched it.
Yeah.
She goes, I just watched Dan to Dan. I go, oh, I've seen that a bunch, but I don't know what it's about. She goes, I don't know. Some guy got his balls stolen.
That is true.
All right.
100% true.
He's still looking for one of them.
Yeah. They got one back because the aliens want to use it as a power source.
Yes. It
As
is
you
very
do.
weird, but
Yeah.
very fucking cool. And looks
It's so
awesome.
weird and it's so fun. Yeah, the animation's great. I think all the voice acting, at least in the Japanese version, is tremendous. Everyone brings their A game. It's so much fun. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's great. Can't confirm.
Then we'll go to my number 3, which is my favorite comics of the year. I got 3 of them.
All right.
From Dark Horse, we have the new hardcovers they put out of Richard Corbin's Den series.
Okay.
Just fucking horrific looking everything in there because it's Richard Corbin, so of course.
I think I've heard of this before.
Yeah, it's great. It's some of
What's
his
it
like
called?
early stuff. It's Den, DEN.
Den.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
Den.
4-volume series. They just reprinted it this past year. Gorgeous painted art because Corbin was a goddamn master at that.
I've never seen this before. Holy shit! Look at this.
Yeah,
That looks dope.
it's good shit. It's real good shit. One of my other favorite comics of the year comes to us from Viz. It is Tokyo These Days by Taiyo Matsumoto. It is. You all right there, bud?
No, just Tokyo these days. The wild name for
Yeah.
Tokyo these days.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tokyo these
Yeah.
days. It's about a guy who is an editor at a manga magazine, and he retires and thinks he's just gonna leave that life behind. But then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do one last ride and make a magazine I actually want to see. And so it's just kind of about the modern manga industry and trying to make magazines full of artists that the mainstream public doesn't really care about, but the hardcores do. That's
Well,
one of my favorite series of the year. And then my other favorite one is Long Boxes by Nate McDonough. You can also find these strips in his Grixley comics, single issues. It is his adventures as a comic book reseller. Like he makes his
Okay.
living buying books and selling them on eBay, like just digging through dollar bins.
That sounds exhausting.
And buddy, it
Yeah.
is the single most relatable thing I've ever read in my life.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, his I gave the book to my mom and said everything you see in a comic store that all happens. Every single bit. None of this is made up.
He runs in, throws the book on the table, and goes, "It's all real! I tell you, it's all real!"
Yeah. Like this is basically my life.
The Force,
Like,
the
there's-
Jedi.
There's
all
one
of
bit
it.
where he goes, inevitably every time I'm in the store, it is just me, the worker, a mentally handicapped person, and their handler. I was like, yep.
Handler.
Sometimes the handler is next door at the subway.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's the most relatable comics I've ever read for me. Like, it's just the stories that he has, and I'm like, yeah, yep, that's happened. That's happened to me. Well, that happened to me. It's good to feel seen. Representation matters.
I've heard that. That is wild, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely wild.
highly recommend Long Boxes. It's tremendous. Now we'll go to number 2. We got wrestling. Got my top 10 list. I'm not going to go through the whole top 10, obviously, so I'm just going to point out my match of the year was the Sting retirement match, Sting and Darby Allin beating the Young Bucks.
That was a really good one.
It was a really
fucking
good
classic.
It kind of shocked me to see it at the top of your list because that was so early in the year, but I believe it.
Yeah, it's just it's such a perfect send off for Sting. Like, that's a match I'm always going to remember.
Fucking fist bump for his run because
Oh
we
yeah,
saw that man jump off some shit he should not have been jumping off of.
that dude loved jumping off of shit. And then my top 2 wrestlers of the year, got to go with Will Ospreay, because dude had a killer year. He's in 2 of my top 4 matches, him versus Bryan Danielson and versus Takeshita. And then also
That Takeshita match is so good.
yes, and that's one that I'm afraid is getting lost in the shuffle because it happened back in March.
I think
And
No, that match is insane.
a fun exercise would be the top 5 worst Will Ospreay matches of the year. Because you'd really just
Yeah.
be splitting hairs at that point,
you
right?
got to look for some. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not really stinkers there. Like, it's gonna be weird to put it in there, but one of those has got to be the Ricochet match that had a fuck finish.
They fucked at the end.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna do the fuck
Yeesh.
finish. Get ready.
And then my other wrestler of the year comes to us from the Joshi scene. It is Sari, just beating the fuck out of everybody, having killer matches. Knives, did you enjoy the match against Hashimoto?
We watched the match against Hashimoto, and then we watched the tag team match
Dude, the
against
tag
Hashimoto
match
as well.
is insane.
Yeah, really good stuff. And what is the deal? Like that show is just hers?
Yeah, she
What
just
is the deal with that show?
she occasionally just runs like shows that she books the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just called Sariism.
Yeah. Yeah, she does those every couple of months.
Good for you, girl.
Well, that rocks.
Yeah.
That's a hell of
Yeah.
a flex. I like that.
Yeah, they seem
You're
like
s-
they were
they're-
having a good time at that place.
Yeah, we're getting to a point now where we're seeing more wrestlers doing that in the Japanese scene, which is awesome because
That's
you get a
cool.
lot of cool matches you don't normally see otherwise.
Is the ism based off of like Inokiism, or does like
Yeah.
ism? Okay, but ism is like, like autism.
Yeah.
Ism doesn't mean something else like in regards to Inokiism, right? It's just the
No,
idea
it's more
of-
like this is like her way of her way of
right,
wrestling,
right. Like
which
like,
is just throwing yourself a million miles an hour at another person.
yeah. That at the end of that tag match, they all looked like pink from beating
Yeah.
each other.
And Sari is not
Really?
afraid to throw a shoot headbutt at any moment.
Oh my god, so many goon headbutts.
Jesus, really?
Oh, she loves just making melons cracking on the ground
yeah.
sounds.
You can hear the
God.
melon sound. At least at one point we were watching.
She's a fucking maniac. Like, that's one where the second she got signed by WWE, I was like, that's not gonna work out.
So she was the one that was like the magical schoolgirl.
Yes.
I knew it.
And they completely just missed the point of her, which is just have her go out there and do cool shit.
Yeah.
Let her hit everyone real hard and go from there.
No. Those fucking gymnasts are not gonna like that.
Oh, she would break so many of them.
I gotta watch
Yeah.
this now. That's
Yeah,
fucking
Lee, you
wild.
gotta watch both of those matches. They're
Yeah, I will.
nuts.
And
Shit,
you
I
know
might
what,
go watch
Kelly?
One after this.
No disrespect, it wasn't me that was like, oh, I want to watch these matches. I put on beat Bobby Flay, and at one point an episode ended and Mary said, you know what, let's watch those Japanese
Hell
lady
yeah,
wrestler
Mary.
matches that Kelly shared. I said, fucking let's go.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Lee, definitely. The tag match is just like nonstop. Like they're just going for however long that match was, just nonstop beating the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, let me set the stage for you. It's Sari and Twilight Sparkle versus female Jeff Cobb and Joan Cusack from Adam's Family Values.
Fucking in 5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. And then my number one of the year, it's got to go to my friends.
Oh my god.
Aw.
You guys all stepped up so hard for me over this past year or past 6 months when I really needed it. And just, I really saw, I'm like, damn, I have an incredible support system. Like, I never, like, thought, I'm like, oh, yeah, I get shitty friends. It's just, like, it's something you don't really realize. You're like, fuck, dude, I've got so many great people here.
Oh,
So,
that's wonderful.
If you are a friend and you are listening, or you are right here, as 4 of you are, thank you so much. I love you all.
Oh, love you too, buddy.
Love you too, buddy.
All goes back.
You have so many
Take the
people that
bill,
love
man.
you because you're such a special person. You're such a
Aw.
great person to be a friend of. So,
Kelly, you
We-
forgot to say except for Tito.
and us, not being local, like we all had that feeling like, what can
Yeah.
we do? What the fuck
I
can
almost
we
hopped
do?
the
hard.
plane a couple of times.
Yeah.
like,
There's so
no
many
bullshit.
times
I almost hopped the
that we
plane.
almost came. Yeah, I was like, "What's he gonna do? Tell me I can't?" No,
Yeah.
tough shit. I'm coming.
Right, exactly. It's like I can work anywhere.
Yeah.
Mahoney almost sent you a Christmas tree.
This week I'm working from your room, Kelly.
Come on, Kelly. I'm gonna drive you around town. Let's go.
Yeah, I felt bad because, like, before all the nonsense started, Tito was like, hey, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods for work. And I was like, oh, cool. That'll be awesome. And then, like, everything happened. And he's like, and it's like, I have no time for visiting
Yeah.
Tito at the moment.
And Tito was like, "Fuck Kelly."
Yeah.
Tito, come hang out and do some laundry.
Yeah, there
You
was
know,
just
showing up
months.
in your neck of the woods like the dog at a retirement home. Everybody was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, there was just months where I was just like going to work, coming home and doing stuff or going to a hospital for a while. And it's like, I didn't do shit these past couple of months.
Those listening that don't know all the details, like, you have no idea. It was like at least 2-3 times a week where we'd get a message from Kelly and be like, well, looks like I'm going back to the hospital. Some fucking thing happened again.
And
Yeah,
that was,
I went-
and that was just a couple days after, I think it's pretty cool. Shit's kind of
Mhm.
working out. And then it would just
Yeah.
be like, never mind.
I went 32 years without riding in an ambulance to riding in 5 of them in 6 months.
Yep. And then one
Unbelievable.
more and you get a free sub.
Yep.
Yep.
Because, yeah, we had, so mom got well, she didn't take an ambulance that time. Mom's insides exploded and she drove herself to urgent care. Went back to sleep. Or no, her insides exploded. She looked up what time urgent care opened, and then she tried to go back to sleep, and eventually she just got up and went over. And then they're like, dude, your insides exploded. You got to go to the emergency room.
And was that determined that was diverticulitis or something
Oh,
separate?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, no, she just let it get real bad because it has all the same symptoms as IBS, which she also has.
Oh,
So it's like-
god damn.
Yeah. So they didn't know it was diverticulitis because it was just normal as usual for her.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, just quite literally same shit, different day.
Yeah. So her insides exploded. They had to do surgery. She was in the hospital for a while. While she was in the hospital, they discovered that they found some like cancer tissue in the exploded bits. Didn't seem to be super bad, but they're like, we should do chemo as a preventative measure. So did some chemo. That reactivated some infection that was in her. She got sepsis and was in the hospital for 11 days. That was the first ambulance ride.
Of 5.
Yeah, of 5. Then she came home. Then Dad had to go to the hospital because his liver was pumping so much juice into his body. He was having trouble getting around, and it was making his blood pressure drop.
Kept filling
that
up
was
with goo.
Ride 2. Yeah, he's filling up with goo. So then he gets back. We were doing all right, and we were having to go get him drained. And we went to one of his doctor's appointments. Then on the way back in the house, Mom slips and falls backward, lands on her hip, shatters her leg. That's ambulance ride 3.
It's funny now.
So much, dude.
Yeah.
It's so much.
It is a wild amount.
They get the and she, after the sepsis, they're like, hey, maybe we don't do chemo for a little bit. We're gonna let all this stomach stuff settle.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So then she
I think
breaks
the
her leg.
falls and shatters the leg was when I was like, return whatever idol you took from its
Yes.
resting place.
Yes.
Like,
So gets surgery on her leg. They fix that up. She comes home. Within 5 hours, the incision on her leg is pissing blood all over the floor. That's ambulance ride number 4. We go to the hospital. They patch her back up, send her back home. Next day, the wound starts pissing blood again. So that's when I call up Justin, who had picked us up and took us back home at 2:30 in the morning the previous night. And I was like, hey, you down for another ride to the hospital? And I was like, you goddamn right. So he picked us up, took us to the hospital. That's when the doctor in the emergency room was just like, well, first of all, he recognized us. So that's not a great sign.
No.
Nah, that's never a place where you want like the head up, like just eye contact recognition.
Yeah. But it was actually very funny. He was the guy that saw Mom when she broke her leg. So then when she came in, he looked at the x-ray of it now with it being fixed, and he was like, oh my God, they did such a good job. He's like, it looks great. But he's like, yeah, you shouldn't have been discharged yesterday. We're gonna admit you again to make sure you don't bleed anymore.
Like, you don't understand. Your leg was so fucked up.
Yeah. So then she was in the hospital for a couple more days. Came home. Then Dad had to go to the hospital again because he was barely able to stand. Then he got discharged after about a week, and then he was home 3 days, and then he went back, and he never came back home.
Mm-hmm.
So Kelly was one away from literally having a top 6 fucking ambulance rides.
Yeah.
We can make it top 6 right now if you don't get your attitude right.
Yeah.
And nobody wants that. No one wants to be able to do that. That's not math anybody wants.
Ambulance ride was definitely the time they let me ride in the front seat.
Whoa!
Did you get to play the siren?
No, but there was a bit where we were riding, because this was... I don't remember which one this was now. It was a more non-emergency of them. And there was another ambulance that passed us with our sirens on.
Let's
and the
race.
driver just goes, "What up, boys?"
Your Uber's here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been my past 6 months.
Crazy.
And there's a lot more I could go into, but I don't feel like.
Right.
Yeah.
Nor should you.
Well, better next 6 months, you know?
I sure the fuck hope so.
No, we got us some proper
get
adventure
worse.
coming up. It's gonna be cool.
That's true. I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
All right. Take us home, Mahoney. What you got?
All right, I'm going to run through this fairly quick. My top 6. Number 6 is this Cobra Jeep thing. I don't know what its official name is, but this thing is massive and awesome. It's got like an armored roof and doors that you can put on and like fully close it. It'll fit, as you can see, multiple full 6-inch figures. This thing is great.
Nice.
think it
There
was-
is
I
a
think I
whole
got
like
mine
little
for, like-
boot.
Go ahead.
There's a whole cottage industry out there now of people selling mods for this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
different
nice.
tires and grills and somebody even I
Oh,
think
yeah.
engineered like a rocket launcher or some shit like a trailer. Like it's all kinds of stuff.
This even has this has a spiked bumper like in the box. You
Hell
can
yeah.
throw a spiked bumper on it like it's Fortnite. It's
Oh my
amazing.
god.
It's
Pop
a
'em
great
the
vehicle.
drapes.
Highly recommend. All right. Number 5, the X-Men Mansion, the Lego set. This thing is awesome.
Yes.
Comes with so many figures. Comes with the Sentinel. If you have, as I have, this was version 1.0. We've since made it a bit smaller. But if you have, as I have, a whole bunch of extra Legos, you can make an ice slide for Iceman.
Hell yeah.
And then everybody can just beat the shit out of the Sentinel. It's amazing.
That
It's so
clear
fun.
piece connecting Wolverine to the Sentinel is great.
Yeah. It really is really cool. We almost never open it up because just the outside is cool enough, but there's so many cool things on the inside. There's all sorts of different rooms. They got the classroom. The classroom has like a regular classroom blackboard, but then it can slide to the side to be like a battle planning type thing.
That
It's
rocks.
very, very cool. Very good set. Highly recommended. And then the rotunda at the top will explode. If you push down on a button, it just blasts off into the air.
Oh, that's cool.
Charles
uh,
Xavier
and
must
Magneto
have
playing.
stock in a rotunda company, right? Because that thing's
Right,
always getting
exactly.
obliterated.
Yeah, that thing's getting blown up all the time. Number 4, I got this retro Duke. So Duke was the very first G.I. Joe I ever got. And
Classic.
I had told that story to Will when he got G.I. Joes. And then when he saw him in the store, he was like, "Well, Dad, you got to get him." And I was like, "You know what? Yeah, why not?" And he's legitimately great. Like, what a great toy. Comes
Yeah.
accessories, like just a really cool sculpt, really cool like detail on him, and just whenever we have any sort of battle, like he is one of the first ones picked out of the bucket. He's a great toy.
And a great example as to, when they first started Classified, they were trying to make their own thing. Everything was a little retro, but they had this classified design to everything. And then it
Yeah.
took them like 2 or 3 waves before they were just like, oh, we can just remake the old toys. We don't have to redesign anything. And look at that.
Yeah. Well,
He doesn't need any
good
crazy knee
decision.
pads or anything like that. Looks like Duke.
No. Yeah. He's great. He is great. My all-time favorite G.I. Joe figures, though, Will would agree, is these Cobra officers. This is my number 3. These
Look at
guys
those
are
guys.
fucking
Hell
great.
yeah.
These guys are great. I never had like a real Cobra Trooper growing up. I had like one of the like vehicle ones. Like he was blue, but I was like, this isn't really a Cobra
Mhm.
Trooper, but it was enough. It would get by. But these guys, they've got so many weapons. The rifle on the one on the left, you can see like the clip comes out. That's detachable. The little scope that you can just barely see on the top of it, that comes out. They have pouches that hold all of those things in their belts.
Yeah,
Like
those figures do a very
unreal.
good job of the holsters and the slots hold the pieces nice.
Everything has a place.
Yeah. Like you can take all this stuff, put it on the character. He's got this little backpack thing that'll hold the rifle. He's got the side holster for his pistol. Like it's these guys are great. These are another one. This is the one that at Christmas time. So we got 2 of these because you can't have just one henchman. You need at least 2. We got 2 of them. Will loved them. He was using them every time we did anything. And one day he said to me, Dad, it'd be really cool if we had 4 of these guys. I was like, you know what, bud? Can't argue there. It would be
Like,
really cool if we had
I'm
4
not
of
trying to
these.
sound like an asshole or nothing, but what if we had 4?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be even cooler if we had 8.
Kid's got a point.
Right? Like, why not 30? Let's stock up. Yeah, these are my favorite GI Joe classified toys of the year.
That
no
was
doubt.
one of my biggest regrets as a child was I only ever had one stormtrooper. I only ever had one
Yeah.
foot soldier, one Cobra
Yeah.
trooper.
I'm healing those wounds. We've got like 10 foot soldiers. We got 4 of these guys. We got 4 stormtroopers.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we're having henchmen for everybody to fight.
It's like the one poor fucking henchman that had to get called into work. Everybody else was on
Yeah.
vacation.
And then they just had to like pause. Like you'd be like, okay, go over here, fight Donatello, and then hang on, everybody hold. Now come over here, fight Raphael. Like we need you over here now. Yeah, I'm fixing that for him. Number 2 is the Catio. Fucking love my Catio. And look at that tunnel, the little patch of grass. Thing's great. Now I've seen in the pictures the camera that lets me monitor them all day. Just a wonderful addition to the house.
Nicole,
I love that thing.
not long after you got that, was like, we need a catio. I'm like, we literally, not figuratively, literally have nowhere we could put this to make it do the thing you want it to do. There's nowhere that we can build the tunnel he's got. I'm sorry, you can't have the same toys.
Well,
Two or
what a
three.
shame. They make all different kinds. You can like wall mount it. I would not recommend it, but you could if you really wanted to. I don't like screwing shit into the exterior of the house,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, yeah.
Like that's how you get water inside.
It's like
I
you've got
love
your
that.
own little zoo at your house, kind of.
It's very nice. I originally was like, yeah, I'll throw this on here with the little tunnel and the base on the bottom that raises it up, and then in the winter I'll put it in the garage and I'll paint all that. But we're in middle of January, it's still out there. I'm like, I don't know what I'm painting this because these cats like this is their routine. They're expecting this every day. Like even when it was 9 degrees, like they'd be standing at the window like, open this shit up. What are
Yeah.
you waiting for?
You might just have to paint it where it sits.
Right? I
Or
was
just-
like, you really want to go outside? It's 9 degrees outside. Like, I don't know about this. They don't stay out that long right now. But they still go out. They still love it. And my number one is the car season of Fortnite. The fucking car season is an all-time. What a great season that was. What a great time that was. I love how uncomfortable all the classic Fortnite players were with it.
Yep.
I love the spiked bumper and the grenade launcher and just the fucking rocket fists and everything that was in that season was just
filling up your gas
phenomenal.
tank with a pressure pad instead of having to get out and pump. Love that they brought
Mhm.
that back for this season.
Loved it. Just loved it. Great season. This I don't even know when this match is from, but like 18 eliminations in this match. Like unreal. You
There were
know?
some
What a great
streaks,
time.
some real streaks during that time. Yeah, it was nuts.
So I will forever look back fondly on that season. Probably one of my favorite Fortnite seasons of all time.
Well, you know, the real trick is any season can be the car season. All you need is a car.
Well, I mean, I wish I had my spiked bumper back.
Yeah, that'd be great. And a rocket launcher, but I tell you what, you can still squish people with one of them trucks.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm sure
There's
you can.
just
Yep.
nothing more satisfying than slamming into a body with a spiked bumper and watching it just turn into the little teleport thing that takes them away. Like
Yeah.
you run them down and they become a loot pile. It's
Just a fine
amazing.
mist.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
piles of loot were very fun.
It was so good.
Well, Kelly, we will have to get on Fortnite with you again very soon because they
Yes.
launched Godzilla today, and part of the gameplay with Godzilla on the map is you can become Godzilla and basically just stomp through the map.
Oh.
What?
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like the where you could become Doctor Doom or Thanos. You get like a little tiny
Yeah.
window where you're just the crazy boss battle.
That is awesome.
That rules.
It looks unreal. It's gonna be cool.
But it'll be a little hot
Plus
right
the
now.
emote, the Godzilla emote is you stomping through a city, and that is adorable.
And the glider is Mothra. It's so well done. And I guess they're throwing Kong in the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they
Monkey
get
with
you.
the
Get you a taste of Godzilla for free. You got to pay for the Kong.
Well, you still got to pay for Godzilla, don't you?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, he's in the battle pass. I think they're doing one of those mini battle passes. Maybe that'll have Kong. I don't know. I haven't been tied in close enough.
Well,
Well,
2024, I
yeah.
don't think we'll miss you.
Yeah, rest in piss.
Nope. Yeah.
Fucking
2025, none of us are foolish enough to be optimistic, so
yeah, like expectations are bargain basement, rock
Yeah.
bottom right
Exactly.
now.
in the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Expectations are
forgot
so
what it
low
was,
we're
but
in China.
some weird Trump thing came up. Whatever, I forget what it was. Like, here's some wild shit he's gonna do, and I'm like, I'm so tired already. It's
Mhm.
going to be such a long 4 years.
Oh yeah, it was the one that I saw either before the show or during the show tonight was the external revenue service he's going to create
What does that even fucking mean?
to
What does that
Who knows?
even
collect
fucking
all
mean?
the tariffs that he's going to be implementing. We got the internal
Sure.
revenue service. Now he's going to create the external revenue service.
I need someone to sit him down with a Schoolhouse Rock episode about tariffs. Just
Yeah, homie still does not know what a tariff is.
Imagine Donald Trump binge watching all of Schoolhouse Rock. And then coming out of it being like, okay, I got some understanding now. Let's see how this works.
we got the very best people in animation, the very best stories, the very best bills.
I am just a
Him
bill.
watching anything and coming out of it by saying, "Oh, I think I was misunderstanding it before," is about as realistic as imagining him turning into a unicorn like live on stage. You know?
Oh my god, what a time! But we'll be here, fucking still hanging on to it.
Yep.
You know, doing the thing
Through the thick and thin. we will be here. We might
Right.
take
Thinning the
a
thick.
couple months off, but we'll be here.
Yeah, maybe not as consistent as we used to be, but we're old now.
Yeah,
What do
and,
you want?
now that some of the stories have been told, you can understand
maybe you might know why. Yeah.
why maybe we missed a
Yeah,
few
exactly.
episodes this past year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, every one of us is ready to go to bed at like 9, except for Lee. So when there's a minor inconvenience to anyone, we're like, I think we should call it. We should call it.
I'm a weirdo, but no, yeah. But we'll try to get back to it better. Of course, obviously, that's what we want to do because we're selfish and we like it for us.
Mhm.
So we're going to do our very best. But
Exactly.
for now, we're going to soft commit to next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. Happy New Year, everybody. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, my good buddy Mahoney, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Talk to you guys later. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking
Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, you two?
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.